All right, let's get this show on the road, right? Let's complete the trilogy, guys. Let's complete the Cope Trilogy.
So crappy and so terrible and so meaningless and so this and so that. If I'm all of these nothingness, then why? And these are just, I couldn't even fit all the thumbnails on and make it even.
I like that I made it on here 3 times. Technically 4, because she used me on Dusty's stream. See, that's me right here. But like, that's mine. This is mine. And then up here in the corner, that's me up there. So technically I'm on here like 4 times. But my thumbs are on here 3 times. So hey, there you go. She must have really liked it.
And balanced where you could see everything. These are probably just a quarter of them. I'm so unimportant and so useless. Why? So
Yeah, I was confused by that too, Emmett. Because not all of these thumbnails had her on it. So I think she also counts the ones where the video was just about her. And since me and Dusty talked about her on that one, she included it. There was like a few others like that too.
not important. I'll meet you there. Asks, why not say all this to Andrew when y'all were on Dusty's panel? For fuck's sake. All right. Number one, I was in bed with a fever. My daughter was having.
Wait, the 10th man tried to ask for Sarah's job back? Where? Was it on this stream? Or was it on was it on like a different one? Was it on Speakeasies? Like what was it on?
Medical issues right before all this kicked off. Like literally, as soon as Dusty went live, my daughter was having issues. So I'm like haphazardly out of bed, trying to take care of her and semi listen without having it be loud because I don't want her to hear men saying bad things about her mom, right? So haphazardly listening. I'm sick as a fucking dog. Taking care of my kid, and then finally we get her settled, and then I'm like, okay, and I go back to bed, and I'm laying there, and I'm like physically done. I caught some kind of flu or something. My voice is just gone. Still, it's back, but it still feels yucky, like when you just feel like you're just hawking up phlegm all day, but it's still yucky.
So she's talking about when the Dusty stream the other day, when the final battle of the panel verse, that's why her voice sounded like that. She was sick. So that's what she's talking about.
It's not back 100%. And like I was sick as a dog and I didn't have any other option. I was told like, no, dude, get your friends and come here now. And at first I was like, I'm just gonna let them duke this out. Like I don't feel like I was not feeling good at all. And I was like, let them do it. Let them. This is not like all of these claims that all the guys were making. I just didn't care. Right? The fake bots, fake views, fake.
That's what I was wondering too, Benjamin. I was thinking, why doesn't she just use an earbud? But maybe she doesn't have any. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't have earbuds. That's the only thing I could think of.
This Trippy's claim about Speakeasy claiming he's Crucible, but Crucible, like all those things. I was just like, I just don't care. This is all a mess. You guys are all taking one little thing that happened and you're adding on all of this other shit that I just didn't care about, or at least not that day. And I'm sitting there, I'm listening. Then I hear Andrew saying stuff. I'm like, well, that's not true. Like him saying, what was it? That he said all of this stuff on the phone. Of course, he would conveniently say, well, I told her all of this stuff on the phone about how we're going to be a team and we can't do bad things to team. And I'm like, he didn't say a fucking word anywhere near that. He talked about my channel and how much it's growing and how good I do and how great I am and how he's been watching my numbers and how much I make a month, or at least how much he thinks I make a month. And then here's this opportunity I want you to chime in on with these people, and it'll be great. I think they'll really like you. And I threw your name in there, and I really thought you'd be the best. Blah blah blah. That's all we talked about. He didn't say anything about any boundaries or rules or don't like like none of that. He didn't say any of that. If he, like, and to me, I look at it this way too. Like,
Yeah, even if she's telling the truth and he didn't say all that, it's kind of explicitly implied, you know? It's kind of like you would have to be an idiot to not really, I don't know, to not really understand this concept.
If Rob can talk shit about my channel and critique me or whatever, then I can do whatever I want to.
By the way, by the way, she kept because they keep saying like, "Well, Rob talked shit on her channel first," and I was kind of confused because I was like, "What? Like when? Like, did I miss something? Was there a stream of Rob that I missed where he was like just talking shit on Sarah, like a ton of shit?" But no, what they're referring to is just Rob going, "I don't think I'm going to do her panels anymore." You know, I don't think Sarah is really that good of a moderator or whatever. That's it. You know, I wish them the best. I hope they do well, but I'm not going to do the panels no more. I might do the debates, but not the open panels, right? That's what they're talking about, which that's not like bad. Rob didn't send trolls after you, and did you lose a ton of subs when Rob said that? No. Like, Rob was being pretty nice about it. That was after he got like pretty much shouted down on there against people like Dusty and Connor and everything like that. That was like after all that, by the way. She, again, because she did nothing wrong in her eyes, she thinks this is just all Rob. Rob, everyone was being super nice to Rob and everything. And Rob just fucking threw a bitch fit out of nowhere and, you know, was just like, fuck this. And then went on his stream and was like, fuck Sarah. She's a piece of shit. How could she do this? Fuck her. When that's not even what happened. But in her eyes, it's like, well, how dare you criticize me publicly? How dare you? For that, now I must gather the panel of us together and harass you.
Rob turned it into this big fight. And I don't even think the fight was with me. I think his shit's on Dusty, and I think he just put it on me.
And that's another thing. His crap's with Dusty, and he just put it on me. Again, absolving herself of any responsibility. It's not like Rob had an issue with her sending him the unsolicited advice or anything like that, or asking him to apologize to RTP, all of these things. It's not like he didn't have an issue with those things. No, no, no. His issue is really just with Dusty, and he just put it on her for some reason. This woman, again, she never does anything wrong in her eyes.
Because you like Dusty. Yeah, Dusty's not a douchebag. Duh. Dusty actually knows my kids' names. Dusty actually is cool. Like, I can talk to him on a daily basis and work through stuff of what's going on, who's this, who's that, who's whatever, whatever, whatever. Now, he doesn't know obviously anything that I worked with the Crucible prior to that. Dusty wasn't made aware of that because I didn't.
They're such good friends, but she didn't tell Dusty any of the stuff with the Crucible stuff. Oh, that's so weird, huh? That's so weird how she didn't tell him any of that. That's kind of weird. How convenient, huh? It's weird. They're like her and Dusty are like friends. Like he knows her, like, you know, her kids' names and all this shit. That's why she likes Dusty. Which, yeah, we already know that. Like she's already admitting, yeah, I'm friends with Dusty. I like Dusty, which is fine. Like no one cares if you're friends with Dusty or not. Rob doesn't give a shit if you like Dusty more than him. Like that's not Rob's issue. Rob's issue is, she likes Dusty more than me. How dare she? No, it's just that when it comes to moderating, then push all those biases aside. That's what he wants.
Didn't think that was his place to know any of that, obviously. But other things, debates coming up, whatever. He was like my like battle buddy with the like the panel verse and what's going on or who's like this and behavior patterns or what. Like he was just good with that stuff. Rob, I didn't talk to Rob. Rob doesn't know my kids' names. Rob knows nothing about me. I don't know his kids' names. We were never there. Neither was Andrew. Andrew doesn't know my kids' names. He doesn't know where I worked before this. He knows that I quit. Dusty and Andrew were the only people who knew that I quit. And that was, Dusty knew because that was part of conversation and between being a YouTuber and work and all of these things. That was part of conversation, trying to navigate that, right? Andrew, I only told him because
Yeah, she starts bringing up her kids now in a new like guilt tactic. Like she starts to do this now. Now it's like, oh, you're Andrew pretty much fucked with her income, and she does this for her kids. So now she's starting to bring up her kids and her dad. Now she wants Andrew to apologize to her dad. Like she gets to this.
it had been part of conversation prior of working with him on other things. And so I just basically said, hey, just an FYI, I quit my job. So if you have some other stuff, I actually have the time and capacity to assist. That was it. Wasn't like, oh my God, I quit my job. I'm so excited, whatever. And like, no, it was strictly like, just letting you know, if you have anything else, like I have more room, right? Ella was stuck on a taxiway at a major airport for an hour. Did I miss anything new, or is it a recap? Whatever you want, James.
It's a recap. It's the same old shit, basically the same old shit, just with some new information. Like I said, the only reason why I'm watching it is because I wanted to see what happened with Andrew, Rachel, and her.
For the record, the dono goal is still sitting there. I'll continue woman prattle if you want me to, or I'll just go to bed, or I'll cut and edit some more videos. I got more I can cut. It's the sound of the police. Woo, woo. Anyhow.
Yeah, it is easy content, but it's also fun content. Like I'm not gonna lie, I do get fascinated by this stuff too.
You clearly
But
did.
I really didn't have any interest. Like I came on yesterday, I was like, I didn't even watch it. Like I only saw that minute, and I was like, all right, whatever. But then I heard Andrew and Rachel were like, on there, so I was like, okay, I want to see kind of what happened. And so I was trying to find where it happened, and I was just watching, and I was like, oh my gosh, this woman is freaking ridiculous. And then I couldn't stop. Like I couldn't stop watching.
Not even owe us that level of transparency, but I didn't want to tell anybody that I had quit because it changes the dynamics, right? I liked being able to say I have a day job because, a lot of people like to throw that at you. But I didn't, to me, that's a vulnerability, which obviously now we know who wanted to throw in on that vulnerability. But that's a vulnerability because people say, oh, well, now she's unstable because she lost, not lost, but she quit her day job. And it's in instability because that was my baseline paycheck that took care of the basic stuff. And then YouTube takes care of my daughter. Right. And then finally I was like, well, I'm not sleeping. This is not healthy. I didn't feel healthy. I don't know if anybody noticed, but like I actually lost weight now.
Okay, yeah, I remember. I was like, okay, I got to skip through this part because she just talks about sleep and good sleep is important. It's like, okay, yeah, whatever. So this is where I think Rachel starts commenting.
Is that the real? Hold on, we gotta check. I gotta
Look how she
confirm that's the
groaned.
real Rach.
I
Sorry.
love how she groaned when Rachel showed up. Rachel says, "Hey Sarah, Andrew is willing to call in and chat with you about this if you're up for it."
Sorry, no offense. I gotta make sure that's you. Okay, it's you. People like to fake people.
Yeah, Andrew could brag about the size of his house, and then they could brag about the size of their homeless encampment. Since according to Dusty, they're like the homeless encampment next to his mansion.
All the time. I don't know. I'm not mad, Rachel. I'm not mad. Like everybody thinks I'm mad about it or upset. It is you. I confirmed. I checked you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know. Let me ask you this, Rachel. because there's no fixing it, right? You can't undo what was just done. So, like, what would it be worth for, like, and I'm not saying like fuck him, right? That's not what I'm saying. But like, what is it worth to have another conversation at this point? Like, there's no fixing it. The deed has already been done, right? The damage is done. He's already made a decision, right? And I respect that decision. That's fine. That's like, I get that. That didn't bother me. If he had just said, if he had called me and said, Sarah, fuck you, I never want to talk to you again. Fuck anything we ever had. All of the business is done. I don't like what you said, fuck you, and just walked away. That, to me, I would have been like, I'll take it. I'll take it. You know, how can I remedy it? Whatever, or whatever.
That'd be funny if someone like made an AI video of her, like an eyebrows, just like a bird forming in the middle right there, and just the eyebrows just flying off her face, you know, like turning into a bird or something.
We could set the record straight, but for another, I don't think that's true. We've had these kinds of falling outs before and made good with people. Look, I am happy to be good with people. I don't carry any hate in my heart. It's just not what I do.
She doesn't carry, but she can't stop talking about it. Like, she can't stop talking about it. This is her third Cope stream about it. I added up the hours. It's like 16 hours of Cope so far. And 3 streams are 16 hours of Cope. It's crazy.
It's not. Rob's a dick. I don't like Rob. Okay. For how he acted, I think he's a dick. Casual Crip sending intense says, take the call. But look, and I appreciate you coming here and you're being respectful. I'll give you that. But to set the record straight, there is no setting the record straight at this point. It's been so hogwashed everywhere. And like, everyone's done all of these different things. Everyone's done all of this different stuff. And it's like, they've just said all of
I got to check out that Ape stream to see what happened.
this, whatever. Well, I agree with that. That's why I was just irritated at everyone taking all of these different things. You know what I mean? Like, they were saying all of this crap that I was like, none of this has anything to do with this pinpoint thing. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's this pinpoint thing. And that's really the only thing that mattered. The only thing that really set off all of these other things.
Yeah, no, I was talking about Dusty. No, Sarah hasn't been on Abe's panel. I was talking about Dusty.
And I think it was just, and his anger towards them is like, that's a whole nother ball. Like, their tiff. That's their stuff. I don't get in that stuff. I don't do that stuff. It's not me. It's not me.
Oh, Sarah was in Abe's chat? Sarah was in Abe's chat. You know, it's so wild. She wants to make all these Cope streams, but she can't confront any of these people. You know, the most she did was Andrew on Sunday. That was it. But she didn't talk to Rob. She doesn't let Andrew back up on this one. She wants to keep everything private. That's her thing. She wants to keep everything private. Like, but what do you, it's already out there. Like, what do you have to hide?
Peace says, you'd think Andrew would have kept it private from the convo from the get-go.
Oh, so she was on the panel too? She was on the panel too? Oh, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, thank you, Guns. I did already confirm it. Let me give it some thought. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go refill my coffee. I'm gonna go use the ladies' room. I know you said his Twitter was not.
She wasn't. Okay, so was she on the panel or not? She was just on the chat, right? Dusty was on the panel. She was in the chat. Is that right? Is that correct? Dusty was on the panel. Sarah was in the chat. Well, maybe I don't have to watch it now. I'm just kidding. No, I'll probably still check it out.
Working earlier. Does he still have his Twitter? Is it still working? So if I decide to send him a link, do I send it there or do I send it to you? See, this is what I'm concerned about. Rude Mudcrab says over on the other side, he sends in the big 5. Casual Crypt, thank you for the big 10, by the way. Rude Mud.
So right here on the screen, you can't see it, but well, now you can see it. It's up to you. Andrew is down to chat. If not, no worries. That's Rachel saying that. So now she's like, well, I don't know.
Crab says, setting the record straight, my ass. They just want another clip to put up. And that's
Now they're projecting. Now they're saying that they're trying to clip farm. Rachel and Andrew are. Again, they don't need to do this though. They don't need to clip farm here. You know, they don't need a clickbait here. And this is also on. Like you would think if Sarah was so right about this, this is on her channel. Like if she was so right about this, she could come. She could have Andrew up. She could look good. She could girl boss, or even just defend her case. Where Andrew's like, oh, okay, well, listen, I understand. I mean, we may not agree, but I understand at least. And she could put it up on her own channel. But I don't think she has a good argument. So I think she knows that. And that's why she won't talk to him publicly.
question that too, right? I question that too, Rachel. Like, is this just happy hunting? How much more can I shit on Sarah today? But don't say that Andrew didn't try to set. I'm guessing you meant set, not set, because that's kind of funny. Set the record straight with you publicly because he's willing to do that. What it.
You see it, Mrs. D.
I've got like 2 chats I'm looking at right now. Sorry, guys. All right, let me go get. Well, my stream was about all of the thumbnails and the fun stuff. The chat dragged me back into the conversation, but whatever. We'll have fun with it.
Oh, yeah. See, now it's the chat's fault. See, Sarah never does anything wrong. Everything just happens to her. Everything that she does or happens to her, it's because of everybody else. Well, it's because of the chat dragged me back into this.
Ooh, oh yeah, I got to go check that one out. Actually, I heard that was pretty good. We don't care about clips. We have all kinds of clips going crazy right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, but it's like it's just another hit. It's just another hit. It's just another hit. All right, let me go use.
But yeah, no, it's true. Rachel put, we don't care about clips. We have all kinds of clips going crazy right now from Andrew's debates. We're not looking for clips with Sarah. This is her stream about Andrew. Yeah, no, exactly. I was going to say, like, they don't need clips from this. Andrew doesn't even need to deal with her at all. Like, she should be thankful that he's actually still willing to have the conversation after this whole thing. Again, she thinks that she has any leverage here. Like she does. And she doesn't see like, hey, could it be at least an attempt to rectify everything? Yeah, maybe Sarah's not going to get that job back at World War Debates, but maybe at the very least, Andrew could come back on her channel at the very least. Do that, you know? But yeah.
The ladies' room. I'm going to make some coffee. We're going to take a short whatever commercial break. I'll be right back. Do you guys want Granny Slut or do you want Stormtroopers? Pick your commercial break.
No, this was from 2 nights ago. She had a third Cope stream, and this is from 2 nights ago. This wasn't when she talked to Andrew. So she's having a Cope stream. She was talking about Andrew and stuff. And then Rachel and Andrew appeared in her chat asking to come on and they could talk about it. Andrew even said, well, he's going to say in a little bit, like, I'm not going to be a dick or anything. I just want to have a conversation. And she doesn't let him up.
Take the first 5. Set it in the chat. Do you want Stormtroopers or do you want...
Good to see you too, Joseph Romano. Good to see you, brother.
Casual Crip says, Sarah, I support both you guys, and I honestly don't think Andrew needs to make a clip out of this. I think you will end up having a productive conversation that you won't regret having. I'm not opposed. I think when everybody else starts throwing their shit in, that's when it gets messy. All right, I got 3 for Stormtroopers.
Okay, so this is where she takes like a little break and she goes gets coffee, and then apparently she talks to her kid or something. So I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. But yeah, that's not a bad theory, Emmett. Emmett thinks that maybe she was talking to Dusty real quick. That's not a bad theory. It's possible.
Freedom to be able to say, my people can wait if they want to wait. Oh, okay, she's still here. All right, Rachel, here, I gave it some thought while I was making my coffee. Here's my thought, okay? I would like to handle this the way it should have been handled to start with, privately. It would be much better if he still, because the last thing I said or received was, don't talk to me ever again. Okay, that's fine. But if he wants to handle this privately, call me tomorrow. We'll talk it out. And then if he wants to come forward together with resolution or whatever it is with the people, if we have a resolution or a remedy or whatever, I'm happy to do that. But I think it should start privately. Okay. I think that mixing everyone else into it, right, is, would the views be great? Yeah, sure. Would the clout be great? Yeah, okay. Would donos come in? Cool, whatever. Fine. But
I mean, yeah. See, the thing is, if she was really in the right, it could have been a triple, like a double whammy. Like she could have talked to Andrew, they could have resolved it or something, or even proved that she was actually right or something, owned Andrew, and she would have gotten donos. But no.
that's not, to me, this is a, at this point, this is a personal business type of conversation. All right. And I think it should be handled that way. So he can call me. I think he still probably has my number, or call me on X too. Either way, that's fine. But I think this should be handled privately. And then again, if we find a resolution and we both say, hey, that's a good plan, or that's a good remedy, or whatever it is, then we can come forward and talk that out together publicly. You don't hang dirty laundry out and say, everybody look, dirty laundry, and then say, but look here, now it's clean. Right? No, you wash the dirty laundry and then you show your clean laundry. Right? So I think that's the best approach for this, and I think it's the wisest, the one that should have been the decision from the get-go. No offense.
Yeah, Scott, that's a good point. 184 in the chat and only 59 likes. Holy cow. Dang. That means majority of everybody in here is gay, guys. Come on.
That's how this should be handled, and that's the way I'm going to handle it. I didn't like that the men all wanted to go duke it out Western style over on Dusty's show. I thought that was silly, and it was kind of like, ugh, fuck. Right. And then I'm the butthole for if I don't show up, because, oh, where's he hiding? As I'm laying there in a puddle of sweat, like feeling like I'm dying and I can't talk. I'll meet you there says, there's been nothing private about this entire situation, including this stream, which should have happened from the beginning. I'll meet you there. Andrew said it's already public, and that's why he wanted to chat publicly, but he promises there won't be any attacks or debates and that he won't be mean. He won't be, just explain his view and talk with you. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. That's just what he's offering. Well, we can actually have that as a private conversation.
See, like the arrogance of this woman, and then they kind of start to call her out in a little bit and by saying, okay, we get it, Sarah. I mean, yeah, we get it, Sarah. You just want to be in control here. You're in control. And she doesn't deny it. Like, that's all she really wants. She just wants to feel like she's in control. That's why she feels she has the leverage here. Like, well, you could talk to me privately then, not knowing like they don't really like, I don't think they really give a shit to resolve this. Like, they think Sarah, like she thinks of herself as someone that's really super valuable and needed. Like, they can't find someone else to book debates or something. That was going to be her job in this. Like, or they can't find other channels to debate on or something. Like, it's not like, oh my gosh, we really lost a valuable asset in Sarah here. Like, no. You know, if anything, they want to make good just because it's maybe the right thing to do. Maybe that is, but other than that, like they don't have to talk to Sarah. Sarah needs them, if anything. Like Sarah should be at least trying to talk to Andrew about getting him back on her channel, at least, at the very least, you know? But no, she can't even do that because she wants it to be on her terms.
You know, like we can do that privately too. And it's probably
That's another thing I was thinking about, Dave. She wants to have a private convo because she wants to grovel, but she'll know she'll lose too many subs if she does it publicly. That's what I was thinking too. Like, I wonder if this is also just stubbornness. Like, she's already tried to be how do you say, like, strong and not show any weakness, not losing any ground, you know, giving up any ground. And maybe she does want to grovel and she doesn't want people to see that. That's a good theory there because I thought about that too.
less pressure. There's nobody watching. We don't have to worry about appealing to anyone or whatever. It's just a private conversation. I think that's more reasonable, and I stand by it. That like if we're gonna find resolution or whatever, he doesn't like if he wants to fix the what did you say up here earlier? Hold on, let me go back. If you see, if we want to set the record straight, right? He can set the record straight with me privately. And if I feel there's remedy out of it, then there's remedy. Like I don't feel.
It's all about feelings.
I think we'll be
like how she's trying to word it where it's not about feelings, but it's completely about feelings.
more productive just having a conversation without a bunch of eyeballs. If it's that important, okay? If it's that important to him, call me tomorrow. We'll talk it out.
Yeah,
Okay?
she's responding to Rachel.
If it's, look, nobody wants to be broken up with. Nobody, Sarah, this is Andrew. All right, I hear you. All right, Andrew, come on, talk.
Yeah, see, again, it is about control because, yeah, if I feel there's a remedy, then maybe we could talk about being on good terms again. If I feel like there's a remedy.
I feel like that's Dad's voice. Like it's my dad. Sarah, this is your father. Sarah, this is your father speaking. But in actually, let me do it this way. If I called my dad right now and said, Dad, what do you think? Actually, I should just have you call my dad. You should just call my dad.
This is the strong, independent girl boss, guys. Why don't you give my dad a call? What? Why are you wanting to involve your dad now? She does reveal like her dad saw one of the videos talking about her, and of course he wasn't going to be happy about it. Like, of course. But why? Why do you want Andrew to call your dad? That's so weird. You're a grown adult. I thought you were a strong girl boss. Yeah, you know what? Just call my daddy. He's a Taurus too. Yeah, it's like, dude, what are you doing, lady? So this is her dad's mess now? Yeah, exactly. Why don't you go fight my dad? You know, my dad could kick your ass. Her dad blocked her. Like, dude, like, I don't know. So cringe of her to refer to her as a breakup. Yeah, that's cringe too. Yeah, if you talk to your dad, it would make more sense. Let the adults handle your mess. Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? Yeah, maybe it is a good idea he call your dad. Yeah, let the adults handle this, huh? It's clear that you can't fix your own problems. You failed to fix any of this. You can't. In order to fix any of this, it would require showing humility. But she can't do that.
Wait, what? Yeah, I could tell that's Andrew because he's always terrible on the autocorrect. Send me the link. I am not gonna cause you issues. Sorry, I'm trying to read through it. I know. It's okay. We'll work with it. I assure you, I just want to explain the view. That's all. Then call me tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Workademics, for the $2 dono. By the way, guys, we're an hour in. There's 182, 205. Wow. 208 people of you in here, or 205 of you in here, and only 2 donos? What's going on here? I completed the Cope Trilogy. Well, Zach might have made it up for it, but Work Academic, thank you very much for the $2. Coach Gang in the building. Shout out to the host. Well, thank you very much, Work Academic. You know, listen, you might be a fan of Coach Greg, but we can't all be perfect. But regardless, I appreciate your donation, and I'm glad you're here. Also, thank you very much, Zach Gelpy61, for the $20 dono. Thank you very much, brother. Everybody aside from Andrew is replaceable when it pertains to the Crucible. He is the face. Mr. E is extremely valuable, along with Rob and who else works on the channel. But if Andrew's gone, the Crucible goes. Yeah, that's true. I forgot what show it was on. I don't know if it was on the Extravaganza or somewhere, or was it Abe? I think it was Abe. Abe's interview with Jake Rattlesnake. And I think Abe or someone asked him, like, hey, what would you do if Andrew had to leave the Crucible and put you in charge? And Jake, the first thing Jake said was just like, well, first of all, I would find Andrew and ask him how much it would take to get him back, because the Crucible's nothing without him. And yeah, I completely agree 100%. Andrew that's why he is the Crucible. He's the face of the Crucible, because he's the Crucible. It's nothing without him. Thank you very much, Zach Gelpy, for the $20 dono. Again, 207 people and 3 donos, guys. Come on.
Are you sure that's not Rico? That was pretty good. That was good. That was good. All right. At least we could have fun and laugh at that. I think that's funny. Listen.
Yeah. Are we in the shitty sequel of the Cope? Yes. This is the part 3 of the Cope Trilogy. So we're reviewing it, seeing how it goes.
I'm happy to talk to you privately, and we can remedy and work through it. I don't feel the need to publicize. I don't feel the need to do any of this. And if we come to a resolution and a remedy, then we can both happily do whatever you want after that. And we can go forward and say, Andrew and I came to this resolution. Sarah's a bitch. Andrew's right? We could do, we could do that. But I'd much rather just have the conversation. Why Rude Mud Crab sends in the big 5 and says, why is it being on stream such a necessity? That's what I'm saying. We don't have to, like, you have my number, or you did. Rachel has my number. You call me, we'll do it privately. And then it's either going to have remedy, or we're both going to say, no, fuck you, no, fuck you, no, fuck you. And then we both go away. And then it's done. Right? It's done. It's not that. Yeah, I know. Because everyone fucked up.
Everyone. That's the best we're going to get. It's like the meme, the pawn shop meme, where it's like, the best I could give you is this. It's like, the best I could give you is we all fucked up. All sides, both sides. That's the best we're going to get in terms of any personal responsibility, is everyone fucked up. But least of all, I fucked up. Thank you very much, Mrs. D, for the $2.99 dono. Nothing to say, just showing support. Thank you very much, Mrs. D. Very, very, very much appreciated.
Everyone went public and did all this craziness. Right? Catmere sends in the Big 10, says, Sarah, look, in my opinion, no one in this situation is innocent. Like, you should have talked to Rob in private, not on stream. Rob got emotional, but I don't know. Andrew only cut business ties. Wait, what? Yeah, I mean, hold on. Let me reread it.
I see that Paige is in the chat. Is this the same Paige that Sarah totally fucked over in her debate with Kinetic Kel? Man, if that's you, Paige, man, I remember that debate pissed me off. That's where I kind of soured on Sarah. because she really fucked you over there. Like she fucked you over. She like fact checked you on, oh well, actually I looked over your sources page. I looked over your sources page and they're not peer reviewed, or they're peer reviewed by this certain group here, huh? And I was like, what the hell are you doing, Sarah? What the hell are you doing? Like what? I was like flabbergasted. I was like, this is supposed to be a moderator, but why is she fact checking Paige and not Kel? It was so weird. Really, that was the one. Yeah, that was the one. That's the one where I really was like, dude, what is this? Why did she only fact check Paige and not Kel? That was weird. But good to see you, Paige. Glad you could join in. Let's see. I missed some super chats. Thank you very much again, Mrs. D, for the $7.99 again. Just showing support. Thank you very much, Mrs. D. Very much appreciated. Oh, and Blaine over here. Blaine for the $10 just had to one up Mrs. D. All right then. Well, thank you very much for the $10 dono, guys. Well, you, and thank you everybody for joining in. Likewise, sir, happy to talk about it sometime. Yeah, that'd be great, because I mean I was in disbelief. And then she later on admitted, I wish I could find the stream. I don't know if she still has it up, but I wish you could find the stream where she admitted it. Like she admitted, like, yeah, I just didn't like how Paige was I didn't like how Paige was just saying how hers were peer reviewed, and I didn't like that, you know, and that's why that she had to help Kel out. I was like, so you admitted you were biased. Like, what is this bullshit?
Sarah, look, in my opinion, no one in this situation is innocent. Like, you should have talked to Rob in private, not on stream. Well, I wasn't like, I didn't have any beef with Rob. And quite frankly, Catmere, and let me correct that too, because any issues Rob had here on the show here, then if Rob had any issues here on the show, I would reach out to him.
Yeah, I think I've seen two of your debates. The one against Kel, and then the other one where it was you and Cleaner. Yeah, Cleaner 409 against Ryan and Ghosty. Yeah, good stuff.
Privately. If he had issues with other people, I would reach out to him privately, and then he kept going public, right? So I didn't feel any need to owe Rob any type of anything after that. And then you say Rob got emotional, but I don't know Andrew. But I don't know Andrew only cut business ties. That seems to. I mean, Andrew can cut ties with whoever. Like, you could do it. You can cut ties with anybody. People do it all the time. All right, Andrew, she's typing now because he probably is. He's a hot mess on that. Let's see. Andrew said that if you're too prideful after making this public stream talking about him to have the conversation with him publicly, that it.
Yeah, I made that comment last night too, Paige, because it's going to be on the same topic, right? Public schooling versus private schooling. And I made a comment on Speakeasies like, oh, good thing Sarah's not going to be moderating that one, huh? I mean, obviously he didn't understand it, but you know, that was what I was like getting at. It's like, good thing Sarah's not moderating that.
It's the last chance you're going to get that he tried. Well, I mean, to be fair though, Rachel, Andrew did a public stream about me without offering me the ability to come talk to him privately or even on that stream. Like, he even did it while I was streaming a show and had no way, like, I would have had to have shut down my show and I wouldn't do that to my debaters or my panelists, right? So he went and did this public thing. I'll give Rob at least credit. He at least said, if you want to come on and do this, but I'm like, I'm with my kids. Like, they get one simple day off school. I'm going to go hang with my kids. I'm not going to sit here and listen to you rant at whatever it is. Right. But Andrew did not offer me this opportunity.
Let's see the opportunity that she's highlighting. Let's see, what did Rachel say? Andrew said, if you're too prideful after making this public stream talking about him to have the conversation with him publicly. Yeah, like she's talking about him publicly, but like, well, now let's do it in private. Now let's do it on my terms. So anyway, if you're too prideful after making this public stream talking about him to have the conversation with them publicly, that it's the last chance you're going to get and that he tried. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Like, it's not up to Andrew to fix any of this. It's up to Sarah, and Sarah thinks she has all the leverage here.
So I'll offer him the opportunity to do it privately and have the conversation that way, right? That's what I'll offer. Yeah, Duck, shut up. Duck, leave Rachel alone. Just stop, Duck. You're not helping.
Imagine freaking Ducks. I thought Duck's in there fucking harassing Rachel. Like, quack, 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 quack. Stupid Duck. Yeah, but I thought having Duck back was a win, though. I remember that was part of her cope. She was like, man, it was great to have Duck there. It was good, Duck, because without those Crucible turds in there, she didn't, not her exact words, I'm filling some parts in, but she's like, without those Crucible turds in there, no one paid money to boot you off. And so Duck got to stay the whole time. And I was like, oh, goody. Duck got to stay. Wow. Yeah, you're so winning. You're doing so much better there, Sarah. Now you got Duck back. Woohoo.
We had to address it publicly because the issue with Rob happened. No, Rob went public. Rob went nuclear. And again,
nuclear. And she keeps saying nuclear. Rob didn't go nuclear. He just said, I'm not going to go on Sarah's open panels anymore. I think that's it. I don't think she's a good moderator. I don't think I'm going to go on there. I might go on there for the debates or something. Like, he didn't go nuclear, but to her, that's going nuclear. Like, how dare you question Queen Sarah's moderating?
The whole panel verse thing, Rob took all of that completely out of context. Saying I like coordinated all this stuff and sent people to him to do all this and whatever. But again, it was the Barbara Streisand effect. Like, nobody would have cared. Nobody would have cared. Nobody would have said like, oh, like all of this stuff. Look, I'm offering.
Thank you very much, Mr. Burrito, for the $5 dono. Sarah is so infuriating in this cope stream. Anyhow, I like your takes. If you're ever in a rally, I'll buy you a beer. Thank you very much, Mr. Burrito. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Thank you very much for the $5 dono, by the way. Very generous of you. Yeah, so Rachel says Andrew is offering you an opportunity now. I think you should just take it. Yeah, just take it. She doesn't have anything to lose, right? Sarah keeps saying, I got nothing to lose. Okay, well, then just take it. Why not? At this point, it's kind of the last chance to work this out. What do you have to lose at this point? Exactly.
Andrew, the opportunity to do it privately. You're right. I have nothing to lose. So if you disappear and never come into this stream after that message, there's nothing lost, right? Like, the last message Andrew said was, and by the way, never talk to me again. Okay, that's okay. If he really wants to set the record straight or hash this out or remedy or resolution or just tell me I'm a fucking bitch, whatever that is, he can. The opportunity is he can call me tomorrow or whatever and have the conversation privately. And I'm happy to hash out any wrongs he thinks have been wronged. And then once we resolution that privately, happy to come forward and talk it out to the public and say, this is what we remedied, this is what we came to, everyone agrees, whatever the case may be. And that's fine. But I'm going to do this the right way, the way that it belongs. Okay? I will do this the right way, exactly where it belongs, and it belongs in a private conversation.
Yeah, now all of a sudden it belongs private.
To air out trash and garbage. We don't. If he wants to talk, he's got my number. Call me tomorrow. Okay? She says, okay, if you don't want to, that's fine, but he did offer, we will disappear now if you decline. That's fine. If that's what you want.
Sarah wants that too. She's like, yes, just please disappear, please. But yeah, privately gives you an opportunity to spin your own narrative, yet dummy doesn't get it. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing too. It does give her the opportunity to spin her own narrative. By the way, it would also give Andrew the opportunity to spin his own narrative. So why wouldn't she want it public at this point?
You have my permission, okay? And that's what I was told anyways. I was already told we want nothing to do with her. We don't want to talk to her. X, Y, and Z. That's what I've been informed. I'm doing exactly what you told me to do. No, you're still here. It doesn't belong in a private conversation. All this bullshit happened publicly. The Crucible is a huge public channel, so we have to respond publicly when stuff like this goes down.
Sarah's like, shit.
I disagree.
Yeah, no, not with me though. Listen, you're gonna totally embarrass me further if Andrew comes on. So can we just please do it privately, please? Can you just go away, guys, please?
I've handled a lot of situations that could have blown up to be bigger problems for people, and I've mitigated them all. You guys don't know about it because it's not out there. Never will it be. There are issues between streamers left, right, center, up, down, over, around. Never with me, but with each other. And I mitigate for them. And then everybody's happy at the end. Why? Because we all handled it privately and nobody has to go nuclear.
Thank you very much, Michelle Remembers, for the $5. Shout out to my fellow North Carolinian. Yes, Vic. I'll buy the second round if you find yourself in Raleigh. Well, thank you very much. Hell yeah. I'll definitely keep that in mind if I'm ever in North Carolina. I got 2 beers already. That's awesome. Thank you very much, guys, for your generosity.
You know, a simple phone call tomorrow is just fine. And again, if we come to resolution and we agree on something, I am more than happy to come forward with him and talk it out. Someone said, can it be done privately? Can it be done?
Yeah, she fancies herself as like a master negotiator, right? Like she knows people really well. She has everyone figured out. She knows their quirks. She knows their personality. All she has to do, she's like the person, the person whisperer, you know, the man whisperer. She could just talk to the men and she could negotiate them. That's what she's a pro at because she was a bartender. But yet she can't fix this with Rob. She doesn't want to show her great master conversation skills with Andrew publicly. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Privately, what is it? Can it be done privately but recorded so all of us kids can get closure or at least a parenting plan? Like, guys. Yeah, this is look.
Wasn't she a stripper, Vic? I think she was. I don't know. I don't know that for sure. Maybe she was. Maybe she was. I really don't know. I just know she was a bartender because that's what I've heard her admit to. So maybe she also was a stripper. I don't know. Thank you very much, Suzanne, for the $4.99. If you're ever in California, oh wait, yeah, I know. I'm stuck here in California too. But thank you very much, Suzanne. Very much appreciated.
Look, let's see. Hold on. All right, Andrew. And he says, okay, Sarah, you are in charge. Good luck to you. Well, I'm doing what you told me to do. Andrew, I've done every fucking thing you've told me to do since the get-go, since that first interview. You said, here's how you operate with women. You keep them here at an arm's length. They're not part of you. You just get the information and do the thing, and then that's it. And that's exactly where I've stayed, in my place. Right there. I've stayed there.
Oh yeah, so this is where Andrew's now in there now. So Andrew put, okay, Sarah, you're in charge. Good luck to you, LOL. And so now she's like, look, I did what you told me to do, Andrew. So now again, Andrew's fault. You told me to act this way. You told me to go on a panel and laugh at Rob as they sent trolls on him. You told me to send Rob unsolicited advice. This is what exactly you wanted me to do, right? Isn't this what you wanted me to do? I did exactly what you wanted me to do.
Every fucking time. I just, hey, whatever. And Look at this though. Like, I'm not coming to you asking for you to forgive me. I'm not coming to you asking you to talk. I'm not coming to you. You're coming to me asking to set the record straight. And I'm saying, okay, I'm happy to do that in a phone call. Like, if you want it, you, Rachel, I give up. Look,
Rachel puts "I give up" and with a face palm. Yeah, I don't blame Rachel. This is, I mean, they're trying, but this woman, Sarah, is just so out of her mind here. Thank you very much, Crimson Knight, for the $10 donos. Thank you very much, brother. Hey, Vic, loving your streams. She doesn't understand how good humility is in her position. I know. Taking accountability and going public puts you in a better light than doing it privately. Exactly. Exactly. But she's in her own little world here, you know. That's what's so fascinating about this. It's like, what is going on in that brain of hers? And this is what it is. Like, this is Sarah. Thank you very much, Lil Crimson Knight. Very much appreciated. By the way, guys, shout out to all you guys. 286 people are in here right now. Now, that also means that there's a lot of gay people in here. I could see the likes to the viewer ratio. Lots of gays in here, though. However, I'm glad you guys could all be here. Thank you very much. This is my biggest viewership yet. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
you just girl boss me with a power move, bro. Nobody's girl
See, and
bossing.
I like how Andrew called her out. Are you just girl? And you just girl bossed me. It was a power move. Bravo. That's exactly what it was. And now she's going to deny it.
Anything. All right. You guys keep saying that. I have maintained my supportive role this entire time for everyone. And that's the position I keep myself in until I have to tell people to shut the fuck up. And then I stay right there. Right. But if I called my father right now, okay, because he heard some things that especially Mr. E had said about his darling daughter. All right. He found he found your video because of course, oh, there's a picture of my daughter. And if I called my father right now and said, Father, should I let Andrew come on and talk to me? He would probably say, you tell him to talk to me first. Okay. I'm going to do what my dad would tell me to do. I'm not going to call my dad because it's 11 o'clock at night and he's probably asleep.
Let's hope not.
Okay.
Imagine she's trying to drag her dad into all of this. Again, this is big girl boss Sarah, right? Strong, independent woman. Don't need no man. Look at me. I'm Harley Quinn. But now she wants big bad Harley Quinn over here, wants Andrew to call her dad. This is wild. Thank you very much, Wi-Fi Gospel, brother. Good to see you in here. W Cool Vic. Thank you very much for the $5, brother. Very, very, very much appreciated. You're amazing. And Tegooch. Thank you very much for the $10 dono, Tegooch, for the grift. Not one step back. Hell yeah, not one step back, brother. Thank you very much, guys.
Now, we'll see. Now you're getting in attack mode. I'm not giving you.
You're Andrew puts, you're doing your fourth cope stream. Give me a break. Dude, I love it. I love it. This is exactly why she didn't want him on. Look, even just in the comments, Andrew's owning her. Even in just the comments.
What you want. So now you're coming at me. This is you gotta step back from that. You gotta step back from that. Nobody's attacking you. Nobody's upset. Nobody's going crazy. I'm happy to have the conversation privately. And if you find resolution and I find resolution in that, and you want to take that information and go public, we can even type it out. This is what we're going to say exactly. And this is how we're going to say it. And this is this and this is that. Right? That's fine. But I'm not going to sit here and duke it.
Thank you very much, Rachel. Congratulations on hitting 20K. Must be bots. Yeah, I know, right? Must be bots. Are you guys bots? Thank you. Good to see you in here, Rachel. Thank you very much for the comment.
Out with you publicly, just after everything that's been put out there, it's like, what's the point? What is the point? If you really want to fix the what was it? What was it? what was it that she said? Set the record straight. That's what Rachel said. Set the record straight. Set it to me privately. Just set it privately. Sarah, this is the internet. Do you have any idea the amount of bullying and shit talking that goes on about me? Yes, I'm sure. But nobody nobody went out and set up some big massive cut your head off stream either.
Cut your head off stream. Oh my goodness. Just again, it's everybody's fault but hers. Everybody's fault but hers. So on one hand, she understands the internet, but on one hand, well, why did Andrew have to go and say that stuff about me publicly? Why did he have to do that? Why? Yeah.
They attack you because of your opinions, your belief, your whatever, your this, your that. You know, I understand. I know you get attacked. I remember the Millionaire Bachelor when I popped on his panel or show, whatever, and he immediately started attacking you, and I didn't understand why he was attacking you.
Hey guys, we have a Sarah fan in here. Love her dad. Love her dad. She is great and wise to not move into the Wilson's bait anymore. Yeah, she is so great and so wise. That's why she's doing so well, huh? The great and wise Sarah. She's doing so good. Third cope stream here. 16 hours of cope. Doing so good. I'm just excited because we might finally get a chance to use the Analverse portal, huh, guys? We'll see, though. We'll see.
About the baby mama bullshit. I think that's stupid, by the way. I don't understand why they do that. It's like really lame because it's like, so what? She's a mom. She's taking care of her kids. Let her be. What's the point? Were you there? Do you know the situation? No, you don't. So leave it alone. Right. But I understand. I know you get attacked on a daily basis. If you want to be in this business, you're really going to have to get over the idea that people can't do this. Then those aren't people I want to work with. Right? I mean,
what does it say? What did Rachel say? Right? If you want to be in this business, you're really going to have to get over the idea that people can't do this. Yeah, exactly. I mean, unfortunately, it's the internet. This shit's going to happen. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think she never thought it would happen to her. She probably thought everyone was going to think she was so great and wonderful, and nothing was ever going to happen to her.
Again, the harassing, the comments, the DMs, whatever, I just delete them. I know that's part of the package. I'm already aware. I just delete them. I know it's part of the package. But that package came with, like an entire thing or whatever. So she's still here.
I love when Sarah just looks, oh, she's still here, like about Rachel. Oh, she's still here. She's probably like so seething, like, oh man, why won't this woman leave? Please, can you just leave me cope in peace? Please let me just cope in peace. But thank you very much, John Smith, for becoming a YouTube member, brother. Hell yeah. Congratulations on getting your official documents of the Coolverse. And also thank you, Rooks at War, for $5. Imagine being an adult and calling your dad over an online disagreement. Yeah, I know, right?
Here. I thought you guys said you were leaving. People, chats, and fans are going to bully you. Trolls are going to bully you. People are going to be horrifically mean and harass you. Yes, I'm aware. Part of being online. Look, this isn't my first time on the internet. I've been hanging around panels and doing this since 2021. I think I'm fully aware.
Then what's the
fully
problem?
Aware, Rachel. I know, you know how mean they can get.
And she's having conversations with them on here. Like they could have just brought them up, or at least Andrew. Thank you very much, Mrs. D. Again, $2.99. Keep the cult leader's name out of your mouths, W. Smith. Yes, thank you very much.
And that's why I just turn into trolling the trolls. Anything people talk shit about, I just turn it into something fun. It's not Andrew's fault either. He did specifically tell people.
She's right about that.
Yes.
She is right about that. She does turn this stuff into something fun. Like it's fun for all of us to watch her coping and crashing out. It has been fun. It has been a lot of fun. I'll give her that.
I heard all of that.
She's thinking, she's like, because she can't have no answer. Like Rachel's right. Like he didn't tell people to harass her. But it's weird though, right? because him going, let's show Sarah the power of the Crucible, right? That's harassment, that's brigading, that's him using his mind control powers to tell us to go harass her and unsubscribe, right? But on the other hand, him telling his fans, listen, don't bother her, don't harass her, don't do anything of that nature. For some reason, his mind control powers don't work there, right? It only works when when he tells us to do bad things, but it doesn't work when he tells us not to do bad things. It's weird. It's weird how his mind control powers works, right, guys?
But don't you think they
Uh
probably wouldn't have done that if Andrew had called me privately,
the
hashed
cope.
it out? We come up with a remedy, solve the issue. And then he could have just said, hey guys, just a heads up, I'm not going to be on Tomato's show anymore. Everything's fine. We hashed out the details, but business is business, and we've just decided to part ways. No, they attack me because my husband is extremely popular and they can't beat him in debates, so they try to attack his wife. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I don't negate that at all.
Yeah. 100%. I feel like every debate Andrew does now, it just evolves into him defending his family and his wife and everything, and defending Rachel. Like, it's so wild. Like, but it's absolutely true. They can't beat him debate, so now they have to bring up all this personal shit. Like, man, that Chuck one, like that Chuck debate recently was really infuriating because she's just like a piece of crap. Like, even after Rachel called in and explained everything, like in depth into her personal background, having to relive like some traumas there, still in the end, Chuck was still regurgitating her bullshit about, but she has 3 baby daddies, she's promiscuous, after Rachel just explained everything to her. It was like one ear and out the other. Like, these people are horrible and they're evil. And that's the level now that Andrew has to deal with whenever he does these debates now. It always devolves into his personal life.
I've seen them attack you for a lot of. You are in charge, Sarah. Enjoy being it. Look.
Thank you very much, Flavius. Flavius. Oh, that's pretty cool name. Flavius. You are Flavius. Thank you very much for the $10 dono. These libs and their cope, her gross incompetence was the cause of this loss of opportunity. Yeah, definitely. And she'll never understand that. She'll never understand that because she lives in her perfect world where she never does anything wrong. No humility whatsoever. Thank you very much, Flavius, for your generosity.
You're let me I don't know how else to explain this. You are asking me for something that you already told me you didn't want from me. Okay? You're asking for something that you made very I was happy to just accept what you said. You said, I don't ever want to talk to her again. I don't ever want to whatever. And then you told me today, don't ever talk to me again. I accept that. That's fine. But now you're asking for something different. And I'm saying, okay, that's fine. We can hash it out. But we're going to do it this other way because I don't think this is the best way to have you up here. Why are you getting so mad? I don't understand why you're upset at that.
Thank you very much, Tactic, for the $5 donos. Talk about gatekeeping. Talk to my daddy first before talking to me. And my dad is sleeping. So there. Don't need accountability or responsibility. Yeah, I know, right? Seriously. Thank you very much, WR332. Very much appreciated.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't see the super chats. Let me. See, he's getting. Oh, hold on. Rachel says, yeah, he wants to call in and explain why that didn't happen, but you don't want to do that. Do you want to be able to give your side publicly, but you don't want him to say his public? Well, he did say his stuff publicly. I don't like. Now I'm confused. I like. He already did. He did his thing. And then everyone else is starting to do all of their things. And there's all of these massive fuck Sarah streams, right? And I'm allowed to respond to all of them.
It's like that. She's talking about me. I'm one of those. But yeah, someone put in the comments, I don't think he's asking for anything. Maybe he pities you. Yeah, like maybe he just wants to resolve things. Maybe he wants to help slow the bleeding a bit, which you could do live on the stream, on air. If you were to have a nice conversation with Andrew, show humility, show that you kind of played a part in all this. I mean, played a lot of a part, but even if you just show that you understand that you did some wrongdoing here, just at least some, then you would look better. Your public image would look better. You wouldn't have to do all these cope streams. Maybe people would stop subbing. You know, it would help you more than Andrew. Andrew's doing fine. Andrew doesn't have to talk to you. Like he's trying to kind of help you out here, but you're refusing to do it because you think that you have the leverage here for some reason. It's insane.
I'm responding to them, right? Andrew did what he did. He said what he said. We had a conversation the other day. Didn't sound like we were getting anywhere. And then he told me today, that's fine. It's nobody's mad at you. I don't understand why you guys are mad. No, we're good. You were doing me a favor. I agree. You were in charge. I concede. I don't know. I don't understand how to help you. Call me tomorrow. Happy to talk it out. I'll talk it out to you all day until we find resolution. But I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do for you. I don't want to.
See, like, and Andrew's calling her out, like, no, we're good. You are doing me the favor. I agree. You are in charge. I concede. Like, he's calling her out. She's like, well, I don't know. I don't understand. Like, she understands he's being a smartass, but she doesn't understand how that's a smartass comment, if that makes any sense. Thank you very much, Crimson King, for the $9.99. Why didn't she call Andrew first if she had a problem with Rob? She's just blaming everyone else but herself. And the stream is nothing but gaslighting. You hear that, Peace Dynamo? Yeah, 100% Crimson King. Thank you very much for your generosity. The $9.99 dono. You guys are amazing, by the way. Amazing.
Have this conversation publicly anymore. Not with you. Okay, no problem. Have fun with your panels and stuff. I will. I don't think anyone's mad at us. I was trying to give you an opportunity to try to put this back together.
Yeah. Exactly.
You guys already said, fuck Sarah, we want nothing to do with her. I don't.
Yeah, they said that, right? I don't think they said that, but even if they said that word for word, well, here they are extending an olive branch saying, all right, listen, maybe we could talk things out a bit, you know? Rachel's right here. I was trying to give you an opportunity to try to put this back together, but never mind. Yes, Sarah doesn't see it like that way, though. She doesn't see, hey, they're trying to give me an opportunity here to rectify things. So maybe I could stop bleeding subs and maybe I could start rebuilding, put this behind me. I don't have this dark cloud over me. Just, talk everything out. Even if they don't work together anymore, at least she could have that in her conscience. At least her audience could see, and maybe some of the haters could see, well, at least they worked it out and she could move on. But she's just too stupid. By the way, thank you very much. Rooks at War for the $2. Beggars can't be choosers, Sarah. Yeah, exactly. She thinks she's the chooser, but she doesn't know that she's the beggar here.
And then first you're saying he wants to set the record straight, and then now you're saying you want to put it back together. Now I'm confused. What do you want? Which one do you want? I don't. You're going both ways here. Like you say, don't talk to me ever again. Okay, no problem. Nobody's gonna call us, Sarah. You were in charge. I concede.
And she doesn't get it. That's what Andrew put. Andrew put, nobody's going to call Sarah. You're in charge. I concede. Yeah. She's not very business minded. She had a chance to make a lot of money. Yeah, I know. She had a chance to make a lot of money. Like, this is what Andrew said from the beginning. All she had to do is just shut her mouth. That's it. Like, she's sitting here, like, later on in the stream, she puts it on Andrew. Like, Andrew took my money away from me. Like, no, you took it away from yourself. All you had to do If this money was so important to you, all you had to do was just shut up. That would have been the smart thing to do. But instead, she decided to choose her boys, her friends, the panelverse. She chose the panelverse who aren't going to go anywhere. None of them are going to do anything, but she chose them instead of where her bread and butter is going to be, which was working with the Crucible. And yeah, not business minded at all. She thinks like, yeah, I'm just going to have fun here.
It's not about being in charge. That's the thing that you're confusing. Like, you're asking me to do something after already telling me not to do something. I don't know what you want. It's very confusing. I'm just going to leave the chat now before I say something I don't want to say. We don't need your help.
Oh, that's what Rachel said. I'm just going to leave the chat now before I say something I don't want to say. We don't need your help. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I understand the frustration there because it's infuriating. Like, it's infuriating to deal with people like this who are just too stupid to see what's going on.
It's okay. If you guys don't, like you already said, I was replaceable. You said the Crucible crew is fine to take care of what they need to take care of. Like, you've already made those, you've already told me I am nothing to you. So I don't know what you're confusing me. I feel like you're a
Your brain is breaking. You're
boyfriend,
confusing me.
threading me along. Right.
You're confusing me. Everyone else is everyone else sees what's going on except Sarah. Like, none of us are confused. We know what's going on. She's so confused though. Like, she doesn't. It doesn't compute in her head. It's like boop boop, but does not compute.
You're threading me along. Look, I will talk this out, walk it back. We can clear the air. We can do all of those things after a private conversation. And Rachel, if you want to be on the call with Andrew, that's fine too, to keep it safe, I guess. But publicly, it didn't go anywhere the other day with the Dusty panel. Nobody got anywhere. It was just people throwing shit at the wall. It was just people being mad, and I don't want any of that. So when you remove the screen, you remove the audience, people tend to actually be able to have the conversation. Now, I'm happy to have the conversation. I'm even happy to admit I'm a piece of shit if that's what you want.
If that's what you want.
If we come,
not because I really feel like I'm a piece of shit, but if that's what you want me to do, I'll do it. I don't think I did anything wrong, but if you want me to say that I did, I'll do that. She kind of says that later in the stream. Like, she's like, I accepted my role as the villain in this story because that's what they put on me. They made me the villain in this whole story. Like, no, you did this to yourself. Oh shit. No. I accidentally clicked a bookmark.
fuck Sarah streams, right? And I'm allowed to respond to all of them. I'm responding to them, right? Andrew did what he did. He said what he said. We had a conversation the other day. Didn't sound like we were getting anywhere. And then he told me today, that's fine. It's nobody's mad at you. I don't understand why you guys are mad. No, we're good. You were doing me a favor. I agree. You were in charge. I concede. I don't know. I don't understand how to help you. Call me tomorrow. Happy to talk it out. I'll talk it out to you all day until we find resolution.
You went backwards. Yeah, I know. I got to fast forward a little bit. So, Andrew, let's see. We'll go a little bit right here. Thank you very much, Ken, for the $5. They generously extend their hands to her. That's what. She doesn't get it. In Andrew's words, you're too dumb to get it. Yes, indeed, Ken. 100%. Thank you very much for the $5 donation.
It was fun. You keep saying the same thing over. You're killing me, Smalls. If that's what you think, look, you came here. Okay? You came here asking for something that I'm not willing to give to you right now. Why? You didn't give me that. You didn't even give me the ability to anything from the get-go. Not at all. I'm going to give you that opportunity to remedy the way it should have been remedied from the beginning. And we could talk it that way. Sarah, I told Rachel not to worry about it. She always thinks my heart is too big anyways and was laughing at me for even trying. I'm not asking for anything, I promise. You are in charge. See, you keep throwing that on the end there.
Because that's how you're acting. That's how you're coming off as, is that you think you're the one, like you're the one desperately trying to be in control of this situation, and you don't even realize that you're not in control of the situation. You would be better off trying to rectify this with them, and they're being gracious enough to extend that to you. But you don't see it that way. You don't see like you did anything wrong. You see that everyone else did things to you. Therefore, you don't see that as them showing some grace to you. You see it as them pretty much doing the right thing and maybe trying to apologize to you. Therefore, you get to set the terms here.
Andrew, you've been in charge of this since the beginning, and I've been the shit rolling down the hill. Now, I believe you have a heart. I do. I've engaged and interacted, and I've seen things enough to know that there really is truly a nice Andrew there.
Wow, how nice of you, Sarah, to acknowledge that there's a nice Andrew there. Wow, so gracious of you.
You gave a shit, and I appreciate that. But when you're on screen, you're Crucible. You're a different person, okay?
I actually thought Andrew was nice to her on Sunday on the Dusty stream. I actually thought Andrew was actually pretty nice to her there. I heard Speakeasy talking about it last night, and even he was like, he's a nicer guy than I am. And even I was thinking like, yeah, I think he was pretty nice about that. He accepted her apology, even though it was a non-apology. Like it was one of those, I'm sorry that you were offended apologies. But he accepted it, and it seemed like he was trying to talk things out with Sarah there. So I don't understand what she's talking about when she says like, oh yeah, well he's going to be in Crucible mode if he comes on here.
And that's why I don't know if this is the best place for you to have this conversation. I don't even think it's the best place for me to have the conversation at this point. I think you're killing me, Slaughter. Listen, you're not gonna ego boost me or pride throw me in it. It's not gonna work.
So now she thinks that he's like ego boosting her. Whatever you want, Sarah, you're in control, because he said you're in control, that's ego boosting her or whatever. Like, no, he's being a smartass here because that's how you're acting like. So he's calling it out, lady.
I love you, man, but it's not gonna. Listen. If I called my dad right now,
dude, her dad,
he would tell me to do exactly what I'm doing.
Come on.
And the patriarchy rules. And I'm going to listen to my father. I'm going to listen to my father. He was very.
Now she wants to play patriarchy rules, even though she doesn't even buy into it. But it's just cope. She doesn't buy into that. She's just trying to do that. Well, you got to talk to my father since you want to be Mr. Patriarchy here.
Very upset with the things that Mr. E was saying. He was very upset. He was very upset with the way your people the chats were being brought up on the screen. He was very upset.
Well, then talk to Mr. E about that. What does that got to do with Andrew? Thank you very much, Envoy of Justice, for the $5. It isn't a coincidence that CJ and Sarah are both starting villain arcs now, in their words, after issues with Andrew. Andrew pulls the masks off. Yeah, I talked about this the other day, man. Like Andrew, like they break people, like because they get beat so bad in these debates that it's like they can't get over it. They get stuck. Like they can't imagine that they lost so badly in this debate because not only is it that they lost, but it's because their worldview is challenged. And Andrew says that in Debate University. It's like people are going to get upset and passionate because you're challenging their worldview. And the way he makes them look so stupid because they can't justify their worldview in any way, it like breaks these people. And yes, they all begin their own little villain arcs, all of them. So thank you very much, Envoy of Justice, for the $5. And thank you very much, Alter Void, for $10. Nice. She is now calling him not authentic. Yeah, she knows what she's doing. Yeah, I know, right? These are the great people skills that she learned while bartending. This is the great moderator, Sarah, that knows how to talk to people and she knows how to work with them. This is the great moderator, everybody. Thank you very much, Alter Void. Let's see. And thank you very much, MT, for the $4.99. She's Zelensky and Andrew's Trump. You don't have the cards. We have all the cards. Yeah. Yet she thinks she has a royal flush. Yeah, exactly. Sarah's showing up in her little pajama fatigue thing that Zelensky used to wear. That's her right there. Someone needs to Photoshop that. Thank you very much, MT, for the donation. And also, thank you very much again, Crimson King, for the $4.99. Who the heck cares that your daddy is upset, LMAO? And Sarah, aren't you 40? Grow up. Yeah, I think Dusty said on his stream once that she's 38. So yeah, she's almost 40, ladies and gentlemen, and she wants Andrew to call her dad. She wants to get her dad involved. It's like, what the hell, lady? Anyway, thank you very much, you guys, for your generosity. Very much appreciated.
And I think that father to father, you could understand that too. And I think my father would probably not be very happy if I just let you pop up on screen or whatever, just so I can be thrown into the ring all over again. You should listen to him, but only if you want to. Yeah, we got to work on your typing. We got to fix this. You are in control here. I'm going to listen to my father because that's what I should do. I would straight up call him right now. But I already know he's in bed. I already know.
Dude, imagine if she called him and called her dad and got him on the phone right there. And it's like, why is strong girl boss Sarah having all these men fight her battles for her? Her dad, Dusty. Like, why is she having these men fight her battle? I thought she was a girl boss. I thought she was a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. So I don't
know that. And respectfully, I know I don't want to. If he was awake, he'd be watching right now and he would have been in the chat. But yes, I'll listen to my father. And you know what? Maybe you just need to talk to my father. Maybe let the men talk it out and find a remedy. Maybe I'll have my.
imagine if it's like Andrew, Sarah, me and your dad have been talking, and we've come to the conclusion that you should really stop being a YouTuber and you should find yourself a good man. That would be the best ending to this story. And Sarah would be like, no, but my Harley Quinn profile pictures.
My dad be on the call. Maybe would that make it better? Would that help? I think that would be good. I love my dad. He really liked you too. That's why he was so like disheartened. He really liked a lot of your talking points. He really, he was very disappointed. You shit on his little girl.
Imagine then it's like her dad's like, yeah, Sarah, Andrew really actually changed my mind when he gave me the talk about force doctrine. And by the way, have you guys heard about the Coom Warriors of Papua New Guinea? I had no idea. This man Andrew's a brilliant. I don't know why you fucked him over that way. What were you thinking, lady? Or should I say, daughter? I don't know why I called you lady, but what are you thinking, daughter? This is a smart man here. You had this chance to make a shitload of money, take care of your kids. You know you're a single mother, right? And then you went and you did that bullshit. So me and Andrew have been talking here, and we think that you should maybe give up your career, find a good man, and settle down. Imagine if that were the ending to this story. That would be great.
I think you guys would actually have a great conversation if you ever had a conversation. He was even thinking about coming to DebateCon. That was like that would have been kind of cool. Father-daughter journey to DebateCon. Gets to bring dad to work day, So I think, I don't know. I think if that's my point. I think number one, I think I need to talk to my dad.
You know what? I think Andrew should talk to her dad now. Imagine. Hey, this Andrew's a cool guy. Yeah, we just had a beer. He talked to me all about this stuff. The Coon Warriors of Papua New Guinea, huh? You guys know that? And by the way, I think we should repeal the 19th, right? Like that would be amazing. These turn out to be good buds. Yes, Sarah. I mean, listen, I didn't approve of your divorce. I told you this, and he agrees with me. He's right. You should find a good man, settle down, cut all this YouTube nonsense off. You had a good opportunity with this guy here. You could have got paid handsomely, and you fucked it all up. You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said what you said, Sarah. That would be perfect. Can that please happen, universe? Please. Maybe that should be one of my first debates. Andrew versus Sarah's dad? And then they just become friends after? Man, that would be amazing.
Okay. And I can't talk to him right now because he's in bed. But I also think, because I need to ask him what he would do, what he would want me to do, what I should do. So
Andrew's great. Gave me a Crucible hat. Dude. Oh my goodness. That would be the best ending to this saga. That would be the best. Thank you very much, WR332, for the $5 dono. Funny thing is, Sarah lives in a space where her posted video topics that conservatives would click on to check out. How has she fucked that up and stagnant? Yeah, I know, right? Seriously, she had a good thing going here. Thank you very much, Tactic. And also, $4.99. Thank you very much, Crimson King. I don't know if I saw this. Who the heck cares that what your daddy is upset? LMAO, Sarah 40, grow up. I'm not sure if I read that. I forgot. But just in case I didn't, thank you very much, Crimson King. And thank you very much, Mrs. D, again for the $2.99, 150 plus ninjas. Really? Axe. Wow. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mrs. D. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. There are a lot of ninjas in here, huh? You guys gotta click that like button if you guys don't want to be gay. I don't make the rules, just trying to save you from sin.
I don't know. I'll call my dad in the morning. And if you want to call me tomorrow, we can have the conversation. All right? Okay. I don't know why you're mad at that. I don't know why you're mad at that. It's just awkward. This is like weird awkward.
She doesn't get it.
Think of it this way. I'm going to put this in a weird way. Don't take it this way, but this is how I would look at it from my father's perspective, okay? But it's a hypothetical. It's okay. You're my boyfriend, right? We've been together for a year. And then you go in public.
Okay, before we go into her stupid hypothetical or analogy here. Thank you very much, Sean KMG, for the €1.99. Hey, I'm back. Well, good to see you back, brother. Thank you for coming back. And thank you for your donation. Very much appreciated.
Publicly tell everyone I'm a piece of shit and break up with me. And then you want to talk to fix it or something. I don't know, right? What would my dad say? What would my dad say? and we're not boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay, that was a hypothetical, but like I look at this from my father's perspective.
They were panelverse married. It was a panelverse marriage. Dude.
Anyways, all right, let me read the super chats over on the other side. And thanks for everyone for hanging out. That just got really weird. All right. Sorry, hold on. Where did I leave off? Rude Mud Crab. Why is it being on a stream such a necessity? Got you. Catmere says, oh, no, I did read that one. Okay. Powder Dusty said, why is Andrew's wife speaking for him? What happened to the patriarchy? Shots fired. I think it's woman to woman kind of thing, maybe. I don't know. I guess. I don't know. Casual.
Well, it seems like she's constantly trying to avoid like Andrew and stuff. So yeah, maybe it is a woman to woman thing first. You know, try to not disarm, but you know, try to get the door open there. Thank you very much, Alter Void, for the $5. What she meant to say, this is how I'll explain it to my dad so he hates you first. Yeah, I know, right? Seriously. Yeah, give me a chance to tell my dad the whole situation first. Let me poison the well, so to speak, before you talk to him, huh? Thank you very much, Alter Void, for the $5. You guys have been awesome today. Good to see all 320 of you. 320 of you, and can't do the math right now, but there's still a lot of gays in here. Make sure you like that chat, guys, or that like button.
Crip says the point is that if you do it publicly, you're both held accountable for what was said. Yeah, but you say everything and then you write it down and you send it to each other and you say, this is what we agreed upon, and you both say yes, then it's there. Nobody can just dismantle it. James said, I am with you on the private discussion route. All a stream does is create clips, and can I get the Naomi thirst trap? Oh, okay.
Did he try to dispute the $20? No, I don't think he did. I think I still got the $20.
This one's for James. He did pay for it. If you don't like hot lady on the horse, close your eyes.
Cringe videos. Oh, dang. Dude, this is that's great. Andrew says right there, Rachel said Sarah is an untalented hack and your heart is too big. F her. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Let's see what Sarah has to say in response.
And your heart is too big. Fuck her. Well, that's not what you told me before, though, Andrew. You said I did really well, and I have my value. You told me. You said my value was in my ability to network and to get back to the interviewing people, and that I was really, that's where my value is. So if I'm untalented, that's okay. That's not a big deal, right? That doesn't, my talents are in other places. I'm okay with that. I provide a service. As you said I provide a very large service to all of these other content creators by going out and getting the work and setting them up. And that is my.
Yeah, no, I know. I said that Andrew said that Rachel said it. Like Andrew typed it here, but he put Rachel said it. So yeah, no, I'm well aware of Mimetic. Thank you very much, Tactic, for the $5. Andrew hooks Sarah's dad up, gets him on whatever. So Brian, Andrew, and Dad can roast toxic feminists would be hilarious. Watch, Sarah has to call in. That would be great. Imagine Andrew and Sarah's dad just become like homies, just become friends, you know? Yeah, sorry about my daughter. Yeah, she insisted on going as Harley Quinn again for Halloween. It was the third year in a row. I'm like, daughter, you're like 38 years old now. What are you doing dressing up like that? But she insisted. She thought it was cool. She was like, you don't know me, Dad. You don't know my life. I was like, whatever. There's only so much I could do, you know. Thank you very much, Tactic, for the $5.
Value. You made a big stink about that. You said it several times and said I was really good at that, and that's why my show's doing so great. So even if I'm untalented or not talented, as a content creator, then doesn't matter. It doesn't change what I do here. Yeah, but I was being nice. So then you're lying. Are you? So when is it real and when is it not?
Oof, her heart's breaking. Thank you very much, Ultra Void, for the $5. No, Andrew said you offer a replaceable service. Yeah, exactly. Listen, it's like you had the connections. That's the thing that you had. You had the connections. You already know a lot of people here. That's pretty much where your main value is coming from. If Andrew had access to your, I don't know, your connections book, your debate book, or your debate book, whatever, he could just hand it to someone else, and then they can get in contact with people. It's not really that difficult, you know. It's not something that only Sarah can do, you know.
When is it real and when is it not? If you're just being nice, then how can I take anything you've ever said to me as fact? So you saying, oh, I don't want to be mean to you, I'm not coming to attack you, I just want to have the conversation. How do I know that's real? How do I know you're
That's
just
real.
being nice so that you can get up here on panel? Doesn't make any sense.
How do I know that your feelings for me were real, Andrew? How do I know? All those times that you said you loved me, now you mean it just doesn't mean anything at all? You were just lying this whole time? Thank you very much, Sean. KMG, if Fafo had a face equals Sarah. Thank you very much for the €1.99. Very much appreciated, brother.
Yeah, he didn't say that. That's what I said. Not everybody should be a streamer. It's fine to be good at networking, but that doesn't make you an entertainer. Well,
Yeah, exactly.
but
She has nothing to that. She has nothing. How do I find your feelings in the epistles? Yeah, I know, right? But look at her. She has nothing. Like Rachel says that you're not an entertainer, and she has no comeback to it. She can't say, well, that's not true. I do. Because if she did, she wouldn't have lost that many subs. If Sarah was a good entertainer that people love tuning into to seeing her hot takes and her great videos and stuff like that, then it doesn't matter what Andrew would have said on his channel. It wouldn't have mattered. She wouldn't have lost that many subs. People would have stuck around and be like, yeah, listen, it sucks that they had a disagreement, but I think Sarah's actually really funny, or I think she's actually really smart. Like, you know, like I'm actually like seeing Sarah's videos. They would have stuck around, but they didn't. A lot of these people stuck around for Andrew.
my people are here hanging out. They like it. We have fun in our little non-tent zone. It works. This works for me. I like this.
Yeah, fuck around and find out. Yeah, I know what FAFO means.
I like this. You may not like it because I'm not this crazy debater that's making all of this whatever. But this, the sleepy tomato, I like this. I like interviewing people.
See?
I like having conversations. And I like putting together panels because that's what I'm good at. And that's what I like doing. If it was so bad, then why were you guys here all the time?
For Andrew!
Why?
For Andrew, you stupid bitch! Thank you very much, MT, for the $4.99. This dumb bee doesn't get that Andrew's response that she's hating on is just Andrew mirroring her own actions. Yeah, exactly. Andrew has a way of doing that. Thank you very much, MT, for the $4.99. Very, very much appreciated.
Use my channel. If you think I'm so terrible at it, then why were you here? Or was it because I provided a value? Well, see, I could explain this to you, but
I mean, that's not even a good Andrew impression. That's not even a good Andrew impression. See? She's not meant to entertain.
listen, call me. Just call me tomorrow. We talk it out. Look, I've already had a long day. All right. I already did an interview earlier. I had very little sleep because my system's all like getting a few hours here and there throughout this past couple days, only because kid stuff and thing stuff and whatever stuff. But tonight's not the night. Give me a good night's sleep and I'm well rested and we can have a private conversation and we can talk it out. And look, you may even call me and lay it all out, and I may say, you know what, you're absolutely
Yeah, Buddha. I noticed that too. Her channel is full of lefties now. Like she'll post in the Coolvic Discord, in the shill your stuff section, and so I could see what the panels look like. It's nothing but lefties that no one cares about. Like no one cares about any of these people, you know. It's like the radical coders and stuff. Like no one's gonna watch radical code Pisco, and it's like no one's gonna watch these people. Like this looks like such a boring panel that would be a drag, like a drag to get through.
right, Andrew. Or maybe it goes the other way. You don't know. Rachel says, that's why I was going to try to leave so I didn't have to say it, but he went ahead and said it, and then you thought it was him saying that. So now I have to come back and clarify, I guess. It's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. I just think a lot of people try to be streamers who shouldn't. Powder Dusty is the real untalented hack who has no business being online. He fucking sucks. Well, but he survives off of it. It works for him. Well,
Oh, what did she say about Dusty? I missed that. Let me see. I just think a lot of people try to be streamers who shouldn't. Yeah. The Powder Dusty is the real untalented hack who has no business being online. He fucking sucks. I mean, yeah, you know, like that's who Sarah sided with. There's like the Dusties and the coders and all these people who, yeah, shouldn't be streamers. Like I said this, it's like I've tried to like hate watch some of these people and I can't do it. I can't do it. That's how boring it is that I can't even hate watch it.
we have to understand there's a lot of space out there in YouTube, right? There's people that do debates. There's people that do the vlogging, like the video logging. There's people that do music. There's people that do funny videos. There's people that do cartoons. There's people that do all sorts of different stuff. And Dusty's thing is, I'm not gonna lie to you, and Dusty's very well aware of this. I would shit on him all the time and say, like, why are you not doing better in your format? Why are you not doing better in this? Why are you not consistent? Why do your thumbnails suck? Like, why do you get on and just like mumble across and then your topic goes to like 20 million different directions? And until I understood and realized that's why those people like him, because he's not the big leagues. They don't feel intimidated by him. Like he's not the big show, right? He's the people's person. He is their guy. He's a direct representative of them, and that's why they like him. Although his thumbnails are getting way better, his structure and his format's getting, maybe he did listen to me. Structure and format's getting better. But I agree with you. His show fucking sucks. Dusty, your show sucks. I love you. You've already heard this from me. But he's actually doing better.
Dusty is the everyman, guys. Dusty's the little guy. Dusty is a representation of us, everybody. That's quite the cope. That is quite the cope. But she says all that and then throws him under the bus and goes, "Yeah, but you're right. Your show sucks, Dusty." It's like, okay. Thank you very much, Mrs. D, for the very generous $30.99. To be fair, if I wasn't married, I would default to my dad, but my dad would have also told me you're old enough and ugly enough to know that if you hang with dogs, expect to get fleas and don't complain afterwards when it's itchy. Well, your father sounds very smart, Mrs. D. Thank you very much for your generosity. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys very much.
And he'll find his place, but it doesn't matter because that's what works for him. We don't have like you don't have to like it, but his people love him. That's he's the place to go and hang out and chill. That's what it is. Like go hang out, talk some shit, it's like going to Dusty's is like going to your local bar. Like the floor is sticky from all the beer that hasn't been mopped up. It smells like puke. The food sucks. But it's conveniently located and you like the people that are there. That's it. Yeah, that's cool, but
And we like the people that are there. Is that true, guys? Is that true? I don't watch Dusty's panels or anything. Is that true? Is what she said true? Is her analysis accurate?
then don't quit your job. If you just want to stream to make friends and have fun, then don't get upset and act like Andrew stole your income. Ah, now I know what you want to talk about.
But she's right. Sarah does act like Andrew stole her income. Later on in the stream, she says, "How dare he do this to me when he knows that I'm a single mother? How dare he? And he knows that I quit my job and I'm a single mother." So now I guess they're going to get into the real meat of the matter, huh?
There you go. There you go. He bragged about it. Who brags about like destroying somebody's income? And he knew.
Dusty's paddles are like cheers. Dude. Oh my goodness, that's freaking hilarious. Everybody knows your name at Dusty's.
He already knew via DM because we had talked. We'd had a conversation. I want to make sure I put this the right way so I'm not like releasing information, right? I want to be mindful how I say this, but he knew why I was streaming. He knew that it was for my daughter. He knew I kept, because I think did we have that question about, but he knew the health insurance was very important. He knew that he knew all of this stuff. He knew like how much I made in my day job. Why? Because he had asked for reasonable purposes. I won't get into details to keep that, but he knew how much I made. He even kind of spitballed how much I made a month here. It's a pretty good guess. So he knew where I stood, but he knew my purpose was literally only for my daughter. And the only reason I quit my day job was, and he had asked me, well, why did you quit? Well, it's an hour drive away. I'm tired. I'm literally fucking tired. I'm pumping out all these shows for the channel and busting my ass, and it's coming to fruition. It works. It's great, but I'm fucking tired because I got to get up after shutting down at 3 a.m. I got to get up at 7 a.m., put kids on a bus, and drive to an office an hour away. For what? For what? And he knew that it wasn't worth it. Like I literally told him, the math ain't mathin'. Doesn't work. Right? So, like, him and Dusty were conveniently the only two people that actually knew that. Not even trying to be mean. It's hard not to be mean when things are nobody's contentious. But this is the entertainment business. I get it. Shit on me.
So again, now that's what this is. So she feel like Andrew stole her income away. Again, there's nothing she could have done to rectify this, nothing at all. Like this was so important to her, right? This was going to be her main source of income. So you think that you'd be a little bit smarter about this stuff, like just a little bit, you know what I mean? And yet she wasn't at all. But yet, no, it's not her fault. Again, it's just mean Andrew. Smoky man bad. He took away my income. How dare he?
And make it like that because it's the entertainment business. You say, oh, well, he has a heart. Well, then if you have a heart, then you might actually put that above the idea of making money off of shitting on another channel.
Oh my goodness. So before she knew that Andrew was a good guy, but now she's saying, well, if you had a heart, you wouldn't make money shitting on another channel.
Speaking only for myself, I don't think Andrew should try to reconcile or do anything else with you. Not a good idea. But he does what he wants, as you know. He already said he's not trying to reconcile.
What the hell has he been trying to do?
Hold on. Let me go find it. Hold on.
She just made it up.
I'm talking a lot. This isn't a reconciliation. I just wanted to explain to you so you actually understood it. That's all, right? That's what he said. This isn't a reconciliation. And then now you're saying, hold on. Where is it?
That he does want to reconcile. Yeah, but this could have led to a reconciliation, though. Okay, like that could be Andrew trying to open the door. Like he could have came on, and you guys could have had a reconciliation. You know, but no, you don't see it that way. Thank you very much, MT, for the $9.99. It's like Sarah signed with the Bulls, but was leaking plays to her former team, the Magic. Andrew, the owner of the Bulls, cuts her, but isn't mad at the Magic. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. See, it makes sense to all of us. It for some reason it just doesn't make sense to Sarah. But thank you very much, MT, for the $9.99. Very, very much appreciated, brother.
Hold on. Where is it? Oh my God, you guys are. Would you guys stop bickering at the Wilsons so that I can actually see their messages to me and not yours? Yeah, and then you're saying I don't think Andrew should try to reconcile. Not a good idea. He just said he's not trying to. Now I'm so confused. Duck. You are Duck. You are Duck. Sorry.
Hey, Duck, you're an actual low IQ, mentally ill person. Why don't you not give me any advice? Yeah, I know, right?
Let's see. Yeah, you guys all know exactly how to be successful at this. What am I thinking? What do I know about this? Y'all have fun now. I mean, I don't.
That's the thing. Like Andrew was saying on Speakeasy's panel this morning, that it just showed her mindset. Like she like Andrew sees this as a bit as a war, like a culture war that we're fighting here. Like the culture is in serious trouble here, and so that's why he values Rob, because he views Rob as a valuable asset. The way that he's a good debater, a great debater. And so that's why he is more important in this. And he saw Sarah doing this stupid high school bullshit with the panel verse. And that's how it is. Like we've all came across groups of people like this that are all about drama, that are all about high school bullshit, that they still have this high school mentality about them. And when Sarah said, well, that's the power of the panel verse, that was her declaring, this is my people here, the panel verse. This is who I align with. So Andrew was like, okay, that's fine. I'm not going to deal with you then. I am not going to employ you here if this is your mentality here, where I'm just doing this for funsies. Because Sarah goes back and forth. She's like, I just do this for fun. But at the same time, this is my whole livelihood. It's like, well, which one is it? Are you doing it for fun or is it your livelihood? If this is your livelihood, then you did a stupid thing. You did a very unprofessional, stupid thing. But if you're just doing this for funsies, well, then, yeah, there you go. Go have at it. Go have fun.
I don't know if you're talking to me or them. Literally. That's why we have a no duck emoji in the chat. Hit it up over there on Tomato Side. Hit up that no duck emoji. We love you, Duck. We love you, Duck, but sorry.
Do we? I'll do it. Andrew put nobody likes him. LOL. Literally, yeah. No one likes Duck. Thank you very much, How Long Nate, for the $10. If you're going to stream it, I will watch it from the beginning. Great work, man. Well, thank you very much, Nate, and thank you very much for your $10 dono. It is greatly appreciated, brother.
You're right. All of you are right. You all know how to do this very well, and we know nothing about it. It's not.
It is. That's exactly how you guys are acting. Like you guys know it all, and we don't. You know, like look at the success Andrew and Rachel are having right now. But you guys are sitting here acting like they don't know shit, and you guys know better.
It's not everybody wants to be famous. Not everybody needs their channel to be amazing and beautiful. Am I behind on chat? I'm behind on chat now.
That's Cope, because she does want her channel to be famous. Like you could see with the Harley Quinn profile picture, she says she's going to have a photo shoot this weekend for new like promo shots for her channel. Like she takes her channel seriously. So that's all Cope when she says not everybody wants to be famous. Like, yeah, granted, I'm sure Sarah's not looking to be, I don't know, the next big fucking thing in Hollywood or anything. but she is looking to be somewhat known here on YouTube, or else why would she be putting all this effort and work into it?
Not everybody needs that or wants that. Me, now I have to do it, right? I originally started this as a hobby. Then things happened to my daughter. I'm like, oh shit, this has to work now to cover this. And then obviously it got to the point, and I just explained all that. I'm not going to repeat it, but Dusty doesn't give a fuck. He's not trying to be famous. He's short term everything. That's why he does how he does. Have you like that's who he is. He'll own it. He'll own every like that's why he likes drama, because it's short hit waves of money, right? Short hit. He's not worried about long term. He's never been worried about that. Man can't even show up on time for his own fucking show.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but that's who you aligned with, was him. That's exactly the problem. That's who you aligned with, was him. Someone who is just looking for the short-term money. That's why he's in the drama streams, who doesn't take his show too seriously. That's who you aligned yourself with. You had Andrew and the Crucible here, who's doing big things, and you were going to be a part of those big things. And then there's Dusty, who is just looking for the short-term amount of cash, just like how you put it, who doesn't take his shit seriously. You aligned with him. That's the mindset that you're in. Thank you very much, Mrs. D, for the $7.99. Being loyal to your own detriment is often more beneficial than harmful. Know your audience and choose your loyalties wisely. Yes, very well said, Mrs. D. I completely 100% agree. Thank you very much for the $7.99 and all your donos today. Very much appreciated.
Long term is not a thing for him. See, this is why I told Andrew not to bother. What a waste of time. I'm getting a good laugh. That's fine. If this is enjoyable for you, but see, this is what I'm saying. It's like you said, I'm not here to attack you. I'm not here to do these things, but then you're doing those things because I'm not answering the answers the way you want them, or I'm giving my whatever, and you're not getting what you want in this moment. So now you're going into attack mode. When all you had to do is just exit the chat, and then Andrew can call me tomorrow and we can have the conversation. Like, we can all be adults in this room. How can I steal what's mine?
It's talking about the money, talking about the pay. Nothing. She has nothing. This is exactly why she didn't want him up there. Look, she's already stumped just in the comment section. This is exactly why. She has nothing.
This is where it works out to be mutually beneficial for everyone, right? And to share something with somebody only to have the ability to take it away later, that's not sharing. That's
sharing. What the hell?
I don't even know how. Sarah, you said you did.
She had nothing. She didn't have a good explanation for this, so she even gave up halfway, which is smart. Good stuff. She finally learned when to be quiet. I'm just gonna fix my audio real quick. It's clicking in my ear. All right. We're golden. Cool. Let's do this.
Bother. You guys are just beyond helping. Look, we can have the again. You've already made your movements. You've already done the things that you've done, and that's fine. I'm dealing with damage control at this point, right? And I'm going to still keep moving on and pressing on as much as I can. Look, I thought it was funny to talk about this today. Hold on. This is the whole point why I'm here. Let me see. Where'd my overlay go? This right here. I thought this was pretty cool. I've never seen an entire wall with my face on it before.
Like how vain she is. She's taking this like as a W, like, oh, look at all these thumbnails about me. It's all like talking shit about her because of how stupid she is, like how stupid she's being. Like she's quickly becoming a lol cow. But she's like, well, my face is on there. But yet I don't want to be famous though, guys.
I know you guys are used to that, but I thought this was pretty cool. You guys broke up with me and I get a bunch of
Dude,
awesome thumbnails.
why does she keep referring to this as like a breakup? Like, it's so cringe. What is up with her? Everything's a breakup.
Our favorite, though, I don't know. Rachel, do you have a favorite? We had a favorite one here. The little blue one in the bottom right corner. It says "Bridge burned." Look at that face. This is why we're here. Thumbnails, they're fun. But the chat, of course, redirects me into 10 million other conversations, just like we're going here now. I thought it was pretty cool. You guys are used to that. I'm not. Let's see. Hold on. Are you trying to make this a career, or is it just you having fun with your friend? It can't be both. Well, that's why I go hang out on Dusty's panel, and that's where I hang out with friends. Okay, that's it.
Sorry. Yes. Yeah, sorry guys. But thank you very much, Girth, Wind, and Fire, for your $5 donation. It said, thanks for the stream, Vic. God bless. Well, thank you very much, brother. Very, very much appreciated. Yes, you can follow me on the Green Video platform, by the way.
I can do both, right? Hold on, I lost my place. I gotta find it again. There we go. But none of you were going to take advice from anybody who knows what the fuck they're actually doing. You all think you have this figured out. Just look.
Yeah, that's true, though.
Andrew has given me solid advice 1,000 times over, and I've taken it and I've done exactly what he's told me to do. That's why I don't understand why he couldn't have just called me and said, Sarah, what the fuck, and knocked me across the head like my dad would probably. Well, he wouldn't knock me across the head, but he'd do this. This is what my dad would do. He'd say, Sarah, what the fuck? Right? And then thing never happened again. Pardon me. I got to use the ladies' room. I'll be right back.
Oh, look at that profile picture, guys.
I'll play Granny Slut for you guys. You guys can have fun with Granny Slut this time, since you got Storm.
Yeah. See, like I said, look at this is a red flag right here, guys. Red flag. No one. Sarah, you're an adult, my God. Yeah. I mean, we all should have seen it coming. Look at this. This is how she sees herself. Look at me. I'm Harley Quinn. Cringe. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, good. I'm good. All right. Someone said I was muted. I was like, wait, what? I'm still muted? It says it's on. Anyway, yeah. So I'm going to fast forward this a bit, but Rachel's right here. It says, but none of you are going to take advice from anybody who knows what the fuck they're actually doing. You all think you have this figured out, so just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh. Is this one of Tomato's old videos?
Watching the Tomato Stew. This week, concerns are flying across the manosphere regarding the drastic increase on women's body counts, because that's apparently everybody's business. As the number of sexual partners for women continue to rise, Alpha Male Strategies sends out a warning to men across the nation. Let's check it out.
They're all sluts. My mom was a slut. Your mom was a slut. My grandmother was a slut. And your grandmother was a slut. Accept it. Sit there and take it. They're all sluts.
Thousands of grandmothers across the country are being brought into local police stations and questioned on their actual body count numbers in order for authorities to determine which level of slut they will be labeled as. The release of all the grandma sluts back into the community has still not yet been determined. Many children now.
Okay, we get the point. Yes, this is the kind of entertainment Sarah was bringing to us, guys. Real Rain 89 for the $5. Sarah suffering Dunning-Kruger effect and now realizing she needed Andrew more than he needed her. Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much, Real Rain. Very much appreciated.
I'll have to forfeit birthday money,
All
homemade
right,
cookies.
I forgot to fast forward this. Sorry, guys. Here, let me bring it back.
You covered that. I hope Andrew learned from this what he gets for trying to help people. Look,
She doesn't know what to say. She's got nothing.
He already said that he was just being nice or whatever. Like, so now I don't even know what to take seriously. Right? Was he just being nice, or was I just I don't. What is it? And he is the nice one out of the two of you. I definitely. I've seen you go to town. I've seen you go to town. It's quite.
I've seen you
It's
go
so
to
much
town.
more fun being in the popcorn seat versus in the hot seat. Exactly why I asked you why you quit. Stop pretending like I told you. No, I didn't say you told me to, but you were the only person, along with Dusty, that was aware of my situation. Are you guys?
Real deal. Thank you very much for the $9.99. Just tuning in, Vic. Is Tomato still playing victim? Yeah, she is. This is the trilogy. People are saying that this is the fourth Cope stream. I don't know where the fourth one is at, unless you're counting the Dusty apology as the Cope stream. But in terms of the official, in the first, what is it called? Canon. I don't know if that's canon or not, but I'm following the canon material. And so this is the third one in the trilogy. But yes, that's what's going on here, real deal. Thank you very much for the $9.99. Very much appreciated, brother.
Stop bickering with them. I can't tell if she's yelling at me or them. Who are you yelling at? Oops. I'm not speaking for Andrew, but as far as it goes for me, I'm here for a very specific purpose. That's extremely important to me. I'm not here for fun. Yeah, I mean, yeah, my streams, my work, I take it very seriously. My kids are very aware of this. My family's very aware of this. Some friends who I've talked to, they know how very devoted I am to the work that I do. I put a lot of time in this. It's not for shits and giggles, but going and hanging out on a chill stream and unwinding, I don't, and maybe let me explain it this way. I don't get to see my friends often anymore because I'm too busy doing this. They're constantly messaging, we miss you. We come hang out, come grab dinner, come over, come this. Can we talk?
Yeah, the Dusty Cope, that's the spin-off Cope. I'm only following the canon Cope. All right. This is what the third one in the Cope trilogy, if we're sticking to the canon. All right. I'm not talking about any of the spin-offs.
I miss you. I never get to talk to them. They always call when I'm streaming. Right. So I don't get my friends' time anymore. They also don't understand YouTube. Right. So if I do talk to them at this point, the only thing I can talk to them is update on the kids. I have no love life because, well, I'm a fucking streamer and this is all I do. If I don't have time for friends, I definitely don't have time for a man. And I update them on how my family's doing. And then they ask how the channel's going. I tell them all the good things. And that's all I've got anymore. These are my friends.
Dude, that sucks.
This is, I mean, in terms of being able to conversate about things that happen, like I stream 4 nights a week minimum for.
I mean, that sucks. I'm not even kidding. That sucks. These are your friends? I mean, damn. I mean, if you didn't have to stream though. You could have just kept that your job and you could have had actual friends, What happened to the friends that she told in another stream in the sequel in part 2 of her Cope stream, that she sends the scripts. She would write the scripts for her YouTube videos and she would send them to her friends and her friends would review them and tell her if it was good or not. And what happened to those friends? Huh? She doesn't even have those friends anymore. Did they get sick and tired and oh gosh, she's sending us another script, guys?
Anywhere from 6 to 8 hours.
By the way, MT, thank you very much for the $4.99. Rob takes his job seriously and she let people insult him and talk over him, then troll him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's another thing too. Rob does take this seriously. Like he's an actual serious debater and he takes this very seriously. That's another reason why he got so fed up with all you people, because he realized you guys are all a bunch of jokers and clowns. And he doesn't need you guys.
And these are my like relationships with people. This is all I kind of have in terms of adult communication outside of my friends who I barely get to talk to anymore because I'm so fucking focused on making this work. I don't think anyone takes this more seriously than I do. But for me to be able to go and let loose and hang out on a panel, because I ended my stream early and I thought, God, like I'm still awake. Let's go hang out, see what everyone else is up to. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I'll stand by it. There's nothing wrong with that. You, Rachel, you have your husband and he has you, and you both know all of these characters. You know all of these people. You can talk about YouTube or whatever and still have an understanding of the conversation. And when you explain situations or something that's happening, you both get it. You know who these people are and their backstories. And you know, if I talk to my friends, I have to give like a whole narrative of like, well, there's this one guy and he's this or that, or he's doing this and blah, 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 blah. And then this is who he is and this is what they do and this is what, blah, 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 blah. I really like go into a full fucking explanation of who these people are. You and Andrew have each other. You also have your team, right? You all can have these conversations and understand. I don't have, like, Dusty is that to me. I can talk to him and he gets what's going on or helps me walk through. Like, Andrew never called and had those conversations with me. You never called and had those conversations with me, right? We're not there.
This is insane.
We never had that.
She's acting like if Andrew and Rachel talk about their YouTube bullshit all day. Like, you really think Andrew and Rachel, when they're up together, they're really talking about, oh man, Dusty, am I right? Radical Coder, am I right? Like, no, they actually have lives, which, if this is just all of your life, Sarah, I'm sorry, maybe YouTube just isn't the best. Like, maybe you actually need some kind of personal life if your go-to is Dusty. Duck.
Few little funny comments back and forth about situations that have arisen, right? But outside of that, we don't, like, we're not friends. Do you know what my kids' names are? Probably not. I don't have time for people with fuck arounditis. That is funny. Who just want to get drunk and hang out with their friends. I guess I thought you were serious about this, but I was wrong. Who
exactly.
the fuck's getting drunk? I'll tell you what.
Who the fuck's getting? She missed the whole point of that. She's saying you're not serious about this. You're not, wrong camera now. You're not serious about this. You're not a serious person, and it showed that. When you said the whole, oh, this is the power of the Panaverse, and this is your people that you've aligned with, it showed them, oh, she's clearly not serious about this. All right. So maybe we should cut ties. All right. That's what it showed them. And you're missing that point. Like, on one hand, you're going on and on about, oh, this is my livelihood here. But on the other hand, you're like, oh, that's the power of the Panaverse. You're not a serious person.
Let me, because a lot of people keep saying, oh, she was just drunk or whatever. If I'm drinking, the chat knows it.
Yeah, she was drinking that stream. That is true. I didn't think about that. But my point is that she missed the whole point of that sentence, though. That she missed the whole point. Her takeaway was, but I'm not drinking. It's like, okay, lady, that wasn't what she was trying to say, though. Like, that wasn't her point.
Like, I think I drink once a month here, and we make a stream out of it and we have fun. I've jumped on Dusty's panel, I think, once, and I was like, dude, I just got home from the bar. I'm drunk. This was like months and months ago. But I make it very clear and known when I'm drinking because I don't drink a lot. So when I do, it's fun and I'm bubbly. I'm not tired and talking like this. Like, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning when I was on that panel. Like, what do you, like, if you want to think I was drinking, I don't know. You want to think I was.
So, yeah, now it's, oh, because it was 5 a.m. It's because I was drinking. It's because of this. Again, excuses. Excuses. Thank you very much, Real Rain 89 for the $5, brother. Grown-ups don't have friends. We have drinky buddies that talk crap when our favorite teams lose. Yeah. Exactamundo, brother. Thank you very much for the $5 dono. It is very much appreciated.
Drinking. Sorry, Sarah. I thought you were serious about making a dent in the world and trying to move the needle. I thought you were serious about this. I didn't know you just wanted to do drunk panel. I don't know. What's your thing with the drinking? Listen, I've explained this before to people. If it is your goal to move the needle, I will offer you a platform to move it. If it's your goal to come have conversations with people, I will offer you a platform to do that. My goal in me, my mission statement is I want to offer a platform for people of all voices to come and talk. It is my job to try to maintain neutrality. Everyone knows where I sit. Well, I don't know, some people get confused sometimes, but I have my standings, but I don't throw them out there too often. I try to keep them to myself, especially once I turned into mod mode. But your mission statement is to go and move the needle in the world. I support that movement. My mission statement is to offer a neutral platform for people to bring their mission statements to the platform and do that.
That's why when people try to move the needle on my platform, I let people like Dusty and all these other people shout them down and not let their message heard on my neutral platform. And then I take those people's sides. That's why I do that, because I offer a neutral platform. Thank you very much, MT, for the $4.99. She wasn't as good to Rob as Andrew was to her up to that point. She didn't act like her daughter and insurance depended on Andrew. I see. She didn't act like her daughter and insurance. Yeah, exactly. She didn't act like it all depended on Andrew. She didn't make any smart decisions, MT. Thank you very much for your $5. And also thank you $5 to CW Stewart. She has kids. Why is she drinking at 5 a.m. on a stream? And why the fuck do you always wear that stupid cap? That's a good question, CW Stewart. Thank you very much for the $5 dono. Very much appreciated, brother.
We are on two different mission statements. You do understand that, right? But that doesn't mean I can't go hang out on a panel and shoot. We just did this the other night. We're hanging out with Angry Man over on Dusty's panel, sitting there just shooting the shit. And that was because I was involved, though. I don't know which part this refers to, but yeah, nobody's like, listen, my channel is incredibly dependent upon people coming here. That's good. But the transaction value is they are dependent upon someone that everyone feels comfortable coming on this show. That's what I offer in return. People trust to come on the panel. People trust to come here and know that I'll allow the voices to be heard. Okay? They trust that. And you bank on that, and you can get more people here to debate because they're more likely to be entrusting to me to allow them the space to do it, right? I don't know what this is referring to.
Because you never did.
You never got it. I don't know. I'm so far behind on context. I'm like 13 minutes behind. I just realized
where I went wrong. I thought you were serious about this. I didn't think you just wanted to hang out, have fun, and drink with your friends. You keep talking about the drinking. Mighty Maximus, thank you for the $4.99. She still thinks she did nothing wrong. I know. Do you think we're going to get a fourth in the Saga? Huh? You think we're going to get like a Rocky 4 in the Cope stream? Huh? Cope 4? Huh? She still thinks she did nothing wrong. No accountability, no responsibility, all excuses. Problem is, excuses unsatisfy those. I believe you meant to put only satisfy. Problem is, excuses only satisfy those who make them. Yes, absolutely 100% correct, Mighty Maximus. Thank you very much for the $4.99. Very, very much appreciated.
where I went wrong. I thought you were serious about this. I didn't think you just wanted to hang out. No, we already discussed that. Andrew, Jake, and I had to show up at Tim's place last night and act as though we were not exhausted and sleep deprived, hungry, and feeling like shit because we care about what we were doing. I'm all for it. Again, I just spent the last 2 years not sleeping. You can't tell me I'm not more committed or you're more committed. Like, I get it. Even when was it? Andrew wanted to do that soy pill debate. He reached out to me that night. We had Mod, I think it was Mod Monday, and we had soy pill on, and I believe, I forget whatever the topic was, but I think Andrew might have jumped on panel or something, or maybe he was in the chat. I forget what it was. Tuesday morning, he reaches out to me and says, I want to debate soy pill. And I'm like, okay, well, let me ask him. And soy pill was down. And then he's like, tonight, do it tonight. And I'm like, holy, Tuesdays are the worst nights for me because I do Mod Monday. They go really late. And then Tuesday mornings, I go into the office, right? Mondays and Fridays, I was able to work from home most of the time. Andrew wanted the debate that night. And I'm like, I haven't fucking slept. I haven't.
Oh yeah, boo-hoo, poor you. Thank you very much, Sean KMG, for the 4.99 euros. The past equals Sarah, the future equals cool panels. Yes, cool. I am the captain now, like a friendly version of the Somali pirate. Yeah, look at me. I'm the captain now. The cool verse is going to take over. Thank you very much for your generous donation, Sean KMG. Much appreciated, brother.
Slept. I think I got like 2 hours, maybe 3 tops. I hadn't slept. I was so exhausted. And I remember even backstage, I just said, guys, like, I just need your patience with me tonight. Like, I'm tired, whatever, you know? And I think Soy Pill was in the same boat because I think he was working too. So everybody was exhausted. I still showed the fuck up because Andrew asked, Andrew received. I'm not going to turn it down and be like, nah, I'm too tired for that. No. You want to debate? You want to debate tonight? Let's fucking do it. I'm gung-ho. We can't, you're like, I get you're serious. I'm serious too. I've always been serious, but I'm also allowed to kick back a little. There's nothing wrong with doing that. We give up a lot and make a lot of sacrifices because we care about the mission. We care about the stuff we say. It's very serious to us. I didn't realize this was just fun and games for you. I'm repeating myself, but I should have known better though. You do whatever you want. I mean, this is like a family thing, like for us. My kids know it. My parents know it. My brothers know it. They all know, like, I'm gung-ho.
She's all going Fast and the Furious now. Family. It's all about family.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe Rachel, maybe you can call my dad. Maybe you need to talk to him. I know one thing, though. I'm never going to waste time or effort on people who are not as serious about this as I am. I go through way too much to put myself out there publicly and try to move the needle. Heard, I get it. It's like... Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you.
Wait, what does it say? Sarah has a valid point. She took a huge hit for a moment of unwind. Oh yeah, of course the of course the victim again. What is this? So you can see it right there. She took a huge hit for a moment of unwind. Poor judgment call, perhaps. Has she handled it well? I'd say she has rolled with it and stepped into recovery. Ooh. All the fellow copers here in the chat. She took a huge hit because of her moment of unwind in a public stream. This wasn't just her sitting on her couch watching TV, relaxing, after a hard days of work and just, let me just chill with the beer and relax. No, she was clowning on someone on a public stream.
All right, where are we at? Okay. Jake will go 36 hours without sleep, flying across the world and perform like he's not dying of exhaustion because he cares about what we're trying to do. That's who I'm helping. Y'all don't care. I don't know how else to say it. I know these messages are from earlier. I see the timestamp. It's like 10 minutes ago, but like, I've given up. I'm pretty positive I've given up my entire life dating. I remember this. Andrew was researching something, I don't know, but he messaged me. I'm researching some stuff, and he was diving into like the dating world and dating apps, or what's going wrong with why people around your age group aren't dating, whatever. And I was okay with answering that. It didn't feel like an invasion of my privacy or anything like that. But when he was saying, like, well, why aren't you just finding, why not just find somebody and let him take care of you? Yeah, I'd fucking love to do that, brah. But
Would
that
you, though?
requires
Would
time and
you?
investment. I don't have that time because I'm time and investment right here. And now I'm here dealing with this big fucking mess.
Yeah, she would love to go out and date, but she's busy with the YouTube stuff. Yeah, so she wants to be a strong girl boss on YouTube, and that's why she doesn't have time to date again.
When my dog just had surgery, my daughter, they made the fucking state final shit, and that, oh my God.
Wooly Shambler, this was 2 nights ago. This is a brand new Copium stream just dropped the other night, part 3 in the Saga, and the Cope Saga, the Sarah Cope Chronicles, if you will. This is part 3, 2 nights ago. And also to thank you very much, How Long Nate, for the $5. She only continues talking about it because it brings up Crucible. It brings Crucible supporters back to her channel. It's the last of the Crucible money for her. Yeah, exactly. It's her last ditch effort to keep getting money from that sweet Crucible teat. Thank you very much, Nate, for the $5. Very much appreciated, brother.
That eats up so much time. Extra practices, I'm happy for. I was so happy for it, but I was like, fuck, that's like an extra 3 weeks of when sports should have been over. My son, his same thing with his team. They went undefeated as well. So they were going on to the champion. Like, you guys couldn't have picked a worse time to fuck shit up for me.
Fuck, see? You fucked it up for me. See, again, all this happened to her. It's crazy. Thank you very much from Bubbly for the $1.99. The Sarah Saga. Yeah, exactly. The Chronicles of Sarah, if you will, huh? Cope, what was the Terminator show called? The Sarah Chronicles, right? I'm gonna name it with the Cope, and it's like the Sarah Chronicles.
And I'm over here trying to worry about my babies and my life, and then you're like coming, like just dropping shit down. You wanna care? Fucking make the phone call. Fucking make the phone call. That's all it would have taken. 10 minutes on the phone call, and you would have gotten every fucking thing you would have asked for. Why? Because I give a fuck. You didn't give a fuck. That's why you didn't make that call. That's why you didn't make that call. That's why you went straight to nuclear mode and said, you know what? I'm not going to call this bitch and ask her anything about what the fuck she has to say about this. You didn't make that call.
See, again, you didn't make the call. You did this to me. Again, nothing she could have done. This all happened to her. Poor Sarah.
Now I'm going to give you that opportunity. If you have something different to say, if you have something of whatever, reconciliation or fuck you, Sarah, you can call me. You didn't give that to me the first time, then why would I give it to you now? Because I'm the nice one. That's why. Because I'm the fucking nice one. All right. Did they leave? Are they gone?
Did they leave? Are they gone? All right. I think this is where she continues coping near the end. I want to skip forward a little bit because it gets pretty... The cope gets pretty good. Like, it's wild, this woman.
The way it should have been done from the get-go. It's fine, Toasty. Jason, I didn't take Jason as being, he wasn't, yeah, I didn't take it as an insult, what Jason said. It was an observation. Brandon getting their membership over on Tomato Side. Sorry, I'm like ignoring you guys, but your chats aren't showing up and you're not chit-chatting over there as much. doing all of these hours and all of this work and all of these videos and all of these thumbnails and all like connecting with so many different people. I'm not doing all of this shit for shits and giggles. It ain't that fun.
So on one hand, she does it for fun, but on the other hand, it's not that fun. I don't do it for shits and giggles. Thank you very much, MT, for the $1.99. If he has to ask, she's wrong for the job. Yes, exactly, brother. 100%. Thank you very much for the donation. Very much appreciated. And there's someone else that said something here that I agree with. Where is it at? Where is it at? We got to get Super Chat goal to be higher than Sarah, the raging prostitute. Yeah. We don't the stupid goal is like not working still on YouTube. I don't know what's going on with that. Where is that? That's incredible. Easy to reach out. She could have just had them up and talk instead. Nope. He took my money for nope. Nope. Ah, well. Let's get back to it.
I wouldn't do 4, 5, 6 nights a fucking week just to what? I wouldn't, hey, Sarah, I want to debate this guy tonight. Make it happen. I wouldn't do that if I was doing it for fucking fun. You knew the only reason why I did this was for my kids. And then you go and shit all over it like a fucking asshole. You know I'm a single mom. You know I quit my job.
Mom.
You know I'm dependent upon this income.
Oh yeah, that's what someone said earlier. Someone said that like is this a new stream because she's saying the same stuff like that? Yeah, that's exactly why I didn't watch this. I want to watch it in the first place because it looked like it was just gonna be the same old shit. Nothing's ever my fault. Boo-hoo. Everyone was so mean to me. Everyone did everything to me. I did nothing wrong. No accountability whatsoever. The only reason I watched it was because Andrew and Rachel were going back and forth with her when they're in the comment section. So I wanted to see what happened. And then I caught her little breakdown here near the end where she's like, you went and shit all over it. You took it all away from me, Andrew. So I was like, you know what? I got to cover this now. I got to complete the trilogy here. I can't just go and watch the first 2 of the series and not complete the trilogy, you know?
So much for the fucking patriarchy. We should protect and provide for women. This is why women have to be independent.
Oof.
Because look, I relied on you just like you wanted me to, Andrew. I did exactly what you fucking wanted. I did exactly what you fucking wanted. I did exactly what I was told to do. And this is what I'm delivered with. Not even a fucking phone call to fix it. You have to understand, people aren't perfect, Andrew. Nobody is.
Dude.
Fucking A right, Jason Reeves.
Dude. No one's perfect, Andrew. Well, at least she kind of acknowledges right there that she did something wrong when she said no one's perfect. Because this whole time I thought she was perfect, you know? That's what I thought she thought. I did everything you want except take your call on my stream. Yeah, I know, right, Emmett? Seriously. These women are our options, Vic. If you want to know why men are walking away from dating, right here is the reason. Oh no, I see it. I never said that there isn't a problem with modern day women and dating or anything like that. I never said that at all. Rug pull Andrew. Yeah, I know.
Jason Reeves. I almost just shut the shit down too, Jason. You just saved it. You just say, everybody on both sides, throw the fucking tomatoes in the motherfucking chat for Mr. Jason Reeves putting my favorite color. I can't put it on screen. It's pissing me off, Jason, because I'm really sorry. For some reason, the tech, when it went into members only, it fucked everything up. So I can't put it on screen, but I love you.
All right, so she's talking about that. But yeah, Real Rain 89. Thank you very much for the $2. Let the feminism flow through your veins, Sith Fems. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy how the inner feminist came out right there, right? This is why this is what the patriarchy does. This is why women need to be independent. There it is. There it is. Thank you very much, brother. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much, Zach Gelpy, for the $10. I'm a single mom. I'm strong. Hear me roar until shit hits the fan and it's their fault. Then she's a victim. Exactly. Typical modern day feminist, right? You know, they're strong, independent girl bosses. They don't need no man until shit hits the fan. Then it's like, oh, how dare men do this to me? How can men do this to me? You know, it's the bike where they put the stick in the spokes of their own bike meme, you know, and then they're on the ground. And it's like, how could the patriarchy do this? Thank you very much, Zach, for the $10. Very much appreciate it. $2 from Benjamin. Thank you very much, brother. Took the Cope bus from Copenhagen to Seethenhagen. Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much, brother. And thank you guys for all your donos tonight. There are 315 people in here. Damn, it's a record for the cool stream live, guys. Thank you very much for joining me today. It's been lots of fun.
Sends my big favorite red color to put on screen that I can't put on.
Oh, a simp donated freaking a shitload of money.
And this is why. Oh, you clarified. I like you, just not some of the panelists. They remind me of some morons I fired over the years.
All right. You know what? I think that was about it. I don't think there was nothing else of note from what I saw. But there you go. That's the completion of the trilogy so far. You know, so far it's been a pretty complete Cope trilogy, right? I don't think there's a need for any more. I don't think there's a need for a second one. I'm not even sure if there's a need for a first one, you know? Will it go Toy Story route where it's like, oh, the first three were good, and then the fourth one, if there is a fourth one, it kind of brings it all down? Who knows? But that is the part 3 of the Cope Stream trilogy, the Sarah Cope Chronicles here. Will there be a fourth? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Again, nothing really new here, just more no accountability. But she kind of finally broke down at the end, right? Finally broke down, just straight up blame Andrew. You took this away from me. We'll see. And you know what? I'll be here for it. I got to keep it. I got to keep it up, guys. I got to keep it up. What do you guys think about this? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you really enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys later.